If you could just fax me 900 nuggies. But what do you see? What do you see with your Golden Saint eyeballs? What do you see? What did little Timmy fall down the well? Oh Jesus! Oh my God! that was a bit of a jump scare, dude. I was not expecting that. Fucking hell! Motherfucker came out of my I had no peripheral view. I had no fucking clue. The way she was looking over this way. I was expecting something to come from that direction. I wasn't expecting a fucking dick slap from behind like that. Goddamn. Well, it was easy. Yeah, it wasn't exactly a difficult fight, but it was a scary fight. Motherfucker had a knife. What does guys need knives for when he got razor sharp talons? Or not talons, because this is a lizard, but still claws. Shit's ridiculous. 10 pieces, $2.50. Well, it's more normal of a price, but still, that's still pretty cheap though. I mean, what's the McDonald's nuggies? That's like a 10 piece for like $6 or something like that. So Burger King's like becoming more normalized, but still, that's still very like questionably cheap. A little bit sus, as the kids would say. Black Majesty, I think our buddy Zap, if you remember Zap, I think he went on a journey where he bought like 20 nugs and tried to eat 20 in one sitting. He said it did not go well. Pretty sure he said that his stomach was none too happy with him. Promotion with their app, 40 pieces for. I cannot fucking understand it, man. So it's a little bit more than $5. Yeah, it's $112. Yeah, it's slightly more than my initial shooting from the hip estimate. All right, Golden Saint, what's going on, bud? Oh God, this person is not happy with us. Is it me? Is it this thing? Is it my face? Is it the fact that I look like this? Is that the issue? Is it something to do with the fact that my personality is practically in the gutter?
Speak quickly.
Okay, well, I guess she just hates everybody, kind of more or less the samesies. I don't even get an option to try to woo her through persuasion or anything. Her disposition is unmovable.
New Sheoth is the capital of the Shivering Isles. We Oriole guard Bliss, the manic district of the city.
So is there a, what's the opposite of manic in this game? Is there a degenerate? No, not degenerate. They're a, what are they called? Not depressive, there's the other one. I don't know. I can't remember what the other one is, but is there like the alternate version as well? Actually, we might have already been to dementia, thank you. Yeah, dementia, thank you, Johnson. Yeah, maybe the other area was the dementia capital, where the area we came from originally.
Sheogorath rules the Shivering Isles. We, the Oriole, are his favored soldiers, the most perfect expression of his might.
So these, I guess, aren't, well, they're called Golden Saints, but they're called themselves Orioles. So I guess Golden Saint is kind of, maybe it's, you know, 6 is one, half dozen the other. But yeah, it makes me wonder if the Golden Saints we see in Morrowind are, because they're not human, at least I don't think they're presented as being human. I'm pretty sure they're Daedra, whereas these are clearly some kind of human person, maybe high elf. It's kind of hard to tell. And that's right, we got the bingos. That's right. Yeah, we got the bingos, which were slightly updated since last time. There's a few updates.
The domain of the Prince of Madness, Sheogorath. We Oriole are tasked with defending this realm against the lesser beings that would destroy it.
Is that me? Am I considered a lesser being? I might be. Go. All right. Well, after all that, we worked so hard to get here. Let's check this place out. City gates to Bliss. And we go. What's up, Corey? Good to see you, man. Resting face of yeah, just a resting unhappy face. We wouldn't know anything about that, would we? We don't know anything about having resting weird faces. She can smell the purple personality. Corey, you're a fan of Futurama, right? It's that episode with Nibbler, where the Niblonians, they have to clear Fry's brain after their successful mission because he can't know that they're sentient and can talk, so they have to clear his memory. And when they clear his memory, Fry's like, did everything just taste purple for a second? I like to think she can smell the purple, much like how he could taste the purple. Johnson says, I don't want to be a solo bingo. We want lots of group bingo action. Yeah, why does everything taste purple? Exactly. There's the delta wave, right? That was what, well, let's see. That's what makes him impervious to the brain. Oh, hold on. Some shit's going down. Is he pickpocketing? Oh, no, he's just scared. Okay, I thought he was gonna be pickpocketing. As we saw that shit happen once before. We saw somebody try to pickpocket a guard once in the main game, and then they got fucking obliterated to death. What's going on, man? Amiable Fenriene?
Hello. Don't mind me. I'm a little tired. Can't sleep at home, you know. The walls, they aren't safe.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. They talk to you too, whispering sweet nothings?
Don't you know? You don't, do you? Well, it's lucky you met me. Here, you've been walking around as if nothing could happen.
You sleep
Well,
outside,
there's an
bud?
idea. Why didn't I think of that? But where would I sleep? I need someplace to sleep. I've seen some people sleeping out on the street, but they huddle too close to the walls. I need someplace safe. I can't just sleep anywhere. There are walls and statues and all sorts of things that can fall on me. Can't have that. Nope. But if you find me a good place to sleep, a safe place outside, I'll reward you.
So he's worried about things, I guess, falling on top of him. Nah, man, what you gotta do is just levitate like 300 feet above the city and just T-pose. And that's all you need to do. That's nice and comfortable. You can literally be sleeping on a cloud. The T-pose gives you dominance over all other life forms in your vicinity. Honestly, no downside, really. Evolve the need for the... Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's how he was able to shed the delta wave. She can feel the purple. Corey, I think I know how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Feel the purple if you know. I think that's how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Fan-fucking-tastic. NFC payments. Really, I would be surprised if they didn't. Like NFC, the little thing where you hold the credit card up to the little console thing. Or actually, no, probably on the cell phone, right? Like what do they call it? Apple Pay or Google Pay. That is how you... Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought as much. Yeah, every once in a while, Corey, I'll like sprinkle into conversation like an Oni-esque way of pronouncing something. And it lands like 30% of the time. Like some people are like, eh, but others are like, what? Are you okay, Alex? Are you suffering like some neurological damage?
Ajazda in Crucible believes the world is ending.
So we need to check out the Crucible at some point because yeah, we have a couple of side quests that want us to go that way. Your first monster at 12 years and 11. Oh, so right at almost 13 years old. Just in the nick of time for it to affect your teenage brain. Google or Samsung. Right, yeah, Google, Samsung Wallet, or Apple Pay, yeah. Which can be probably a bit of a pain. I've actually never used any of those services. I'm sure they're fine. I don't know. I feel weird about storing that kind of stuff on my cell phone since those things are unfortunately easy security breach targets. But honestly, like, I mean, my credit card has been compromised before, so no matter what you do, you're gonna get got eventually, just by sheer bad luck. But yeah, it's not something I don't really use myself, but it does seem like a nice convenience.
Oh, don't tease me. It's serious. I could die. We all could die.
We all could die.
Please, help find a safe spot outside to sleep where the walls won't come crashing down.
A nice comfy spot where the walls won't fuck them up. Okay, bye. I'm gonna continue being a little sneaky mans. Because that's the same stance for when you're like actually sneaking to pickpocket, but now he's cowering.
Speak quickly, mortal. Speak quickly.
So is she immortal then? Is that the implication?
Go.
No need joke landing thing. Yeah, that's probably an overly optimistic estimate. Are there mermaids? Is that what this is? Yeah, they look like mermaids. Look like mermaidens. You look awfully shiny.
Did you see my last last performance? Did you like it?
Fatal.
Have you caught my act yet? I'm Fatal the Juggler. I'm sure you've heard of me. Oh, who am I kidding? More likely you came to scoff at the worst juggler in the world.
See, I was just informed you were the best juggler, so you gotta make up your mind, lady.
Dumag Grabank at the Missing Pauldron is collecting that amber you find in the root tunnels.
Well, I do have a gigantic dick ton of amber. So that is something I'm happy to offload.
Goodbye.
My gigantic dick ton. My gigantic I'm talking about my gigantic dick! I'm just hoping my neighbors can hear this. Normal conversation for neighbors to overhear at 10, 11 p.m. on a Saturday.
Speak quickly, mortal.
This guy's still just cowering. Alright, so we got a... It's a beggar. It looks like an inn, though. Convenient they would use, like, the same signage patterns as the regular world.
Orenthal, retired assassin.
Orenthal, rather.
Now I live here. Only Redguard here, incidentally. An interesting fact, isn't it? I do enjoy facts.
I enjoy facts, too. Hey, what's up, Shao Kai? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Modded or vanilla? This is vanilla. I stumbled because I am technically using a few mod fix, or what am I trying to say? Bug fix mods. So I'm using the unofficial patches as well as the... I don't know what it's called. It's like the reference fix or the bug reference bug fix. I can't remember what it is, but there's a few bug fix mods I'm using to try to help the game run a little bit smoother. But yeah, otherwise though, yeah, unmodded, and it's my first time playing through it, so I'm going in as unprepared as, well, I would say prepared, but as unprompted as possible. It's been pretty good so far.
The zealots in the lands of Dementia believe they worship Arden Sul. Poor deluded souls.
Yeah, very much a vanilla experience, yeah. Because up until when I started this playthrough, which was around the middle of last year, I never played Oblivion ever. I'd only played Morrowind, so since this game is, you know, beloved by many, a lot of people have nostalgia for it. I've been meaning to attack this game the way that it was like meant to be experienced. You know, we did all the base game, we did all the main quests, all the factions, Dark Brotherhood, Thieves Guild, Fighters Guild, fucking Mages Guild, did the arena, like we did Knights of the Nine DLC, we did did Maroon's Razor. We did it all, man.
I'm not crazy, not like the rest of them.
The rest of them,
me, you know, waiting for me to go crazy. But I won't. Nope.
What about this sleep outside
It's
business?
just one more way they try to get me to get all special in the head, right? Make me sleep outside and everything. I don't belong here, really. What I would do
I don't belong
for
here?
a
Sounds like a creep to
warm
me.
bed. Soon I'll be leaving here. As soon as I can figure out how to leave without them noticing.
Could we maybe switch beds?
Why would he want to sleep in a bedroll and give me his bed? Sounds queer. I bet it's just another trick to get my head all twisted round.
What if I'll need to...
Trade places? A bed under a roof for a bedroll under the stars? Sure. I don't trust you.
What if we need to raise that disposition up a little bit? Prefer Oblivion over Morrowind. I would say a lot of people are, like, a lot of the people that I've talked to about this game, they're split kind of on that question. On, like, some people really prefer Morrowind, some people really prefer Oblivion. I would say if push were to come to shove, I probably do prefer Morrowind, but a lot of it's just based on what I'm like already used to, honestly. Because yeah, Morrowind was my first Elder Scrolls game, so of course that one is extra special to me. Whereas yeah, if I would have played Oblivion first, I probably would be kind of disposed ahead of time towards this one. But it's like, the one thing though I do like as I'm doing this playthrough is that it's giving me things that I appreciate when I compare it to Morrowind. Like when I'm playing this game, there are things about Morrowind that I miss, but I know that when I go back and play Morrowind again, there'll be things about this game that I will miss when I'm playing Morrowind. So it's like, if I could Frankenstein the two together to check all the boxes of the things that I like and uncheck the boxes that I don't like. I guess maybe that's what's Sky Oblivion, is that what they call it? Or Skywind. I mean, maybe that's like kind of an attempt at that, but at kind of that general idea. But no, I mean, I can very much appreciate what the two games are going for, and of course representative of their era, because Morrowind was 2002, I think, and this game was 06. So you know, it just with the changing times. So I like a lot of old school stuff, so it kind of makes sense that I would like Morrowind, but Morrowind more, that is.
Choosy beggar. Not a bad place.
Choosy beggar. But no, it's good. No, this game's been on my list for a while. Like I said, it's a game I know that means a lot to a lot of people. A lot of nostalgia, a lot of deep-seated video game first experiences. Like for a lot of people, were experienced with this game. So yeah, when I knew I was gonna play it eventually, and I knew I wanted to do it big. You know, didn't want to just poke around with it a little bit. It's like I knew I wanted to play the fuck out of this game, and we've done a pretty good job with it, I think. And Shivering Isles, honestly, Shivering Isles I probably like the most, probably because it reminds me of Morrowind in a lot of ways, honestly. Frankenstein, that's right. You prefer Skyrim, or you prefer the other ones over Skyrim, yeah. That's what I've heard from some others as well. I mean, some people love Skyrim and it's their favorite, but I would imagine a lot of people that love Skyrim probably got into it really big when it first came out, as opposed to us old school gamers who, you know, we already had our favorites beforehand. I'm gonna save real quick so we can attempt to seduce this man. Okay, not seduce him, but convince him to like us more so he can trust us and try this whole switch beds situation. 49 is not bad, so I think we can make that happen probably. Because our personality score is quite low, but we have a pretty, I like to think, a pretty good handle on this little mini game to make them, you know, make them like us a little bit more. So let's go ahead and start. As always, we need to try to find the 2 pieces of the pie that make them, that they respond positively to, and know which ones they respond negatively to, so we can work around that. Here we go. So he likes this one, and I think likes this one, does not like these 2. So let's do Big Admire.
What a wonderful compliment.
And then Big Joke, and then Small. Okay, we're gonna have to rotate. This is gonna hurt. 56. Okay, not bad, not bad. So he likes these 2. So let's do Big Joke.
Good one.
Pretty good. And then I'm gonna do Small, and then Small again. So we only gained 1 on that one. Not the best. Not the best pattern to be on. I don't really like this pattern that it starts us on.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Because it kind of forces us. Yeah, it does increase our speechcraft. It forces us into an awkward spot where you have to kind of ride that small wave all the way across. I would rather we be on the opposite side of that small wave and riding it kind of on the opposite side. That's a little bit awkward. This is actually a little bit nicer. I think I will do medium, small, big.
Yeah,
59 is good. I will rotate.
You're wasting your breath.
So big and then medium. 61, not bad.
Too much honor.
Let's see, that's one we want. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit this one.
Good.
Doing rotate, boom, boom, and 60. I'm having a hard time with this one, honestly. There we go. Small, and then we have our pick of the litter. This is the best one. There we go. That's what we'd like to see. Oh shit! Did I fuck up? I thought Chorus was the one he liked. It's these 2, not these 2, or not these. Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, that's the one he does. Well, yeah. It's these 2. It's these 2. I fucked up.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, maybe that's why I was having such a hard time.
Please, I'm embarrassed.
Shit.
But thank you.
I'm having such a hard time with this one today.
Please,
I'm gonna do those 2
good.
big ones. Ooh, it's gonna hurt.
That's just
fuck. Yeah, I'm losing progress, man.
Liar.
I think I should just stick with my usual, where I have like I prefer.
Is that so?
Oh shit! If I rotate, I'm gonna have to even worse
Really?
one. Yeah.
You're such a charmer.
Oh, it's because I fucked it up again. Right, it's these 2. It's these 2. I gotta remember that. Yeah, I'm having a real hard time with this tonight for some reason. So we'll do big,
Please, I'm embarrassed.
small, medium. Yeah, I think I just need to prioritize doing lesser damage to the ones I do like versus doing big damage to the ones he does like. I feel like when you land a medium hit on a thing they don't like, it does more damage. Like, it does more negative. So I will go ahead and rotate this actually, so I can knock these out quickly.
No.
All right, that's not
You do me
bad.
too much.
Same
You're
thing
full.
here. Go and do the
Yeah,
joke.
I get. You can't
That.
scare me.
Oh, if I rotate, it's gonna be. Oh wait, no, that's what I want. That's what I want. There we go.
Please,
63.
I'm embarrassed, but thank you.
Thank you.
You're
Those and then 65. There we go. That's the key. Yeah, I think that's
What a
probably what I
ball.
should be sticking with.
What a good one.
69, and then just bribe to
Well,
77. Not too bad.
Isn't that sweet of you?
Isn't that sweet of you? Yeah, not my best performance. I don't know. I feel like a lot of times I feel pretty confident with that minigame, but other times I just fucking spaghetti all over the place. Spaghetti falling out of my pockets, out of my wallet. What's up, Algie? The potato face of an NPC. You think this guy's a
I
potato
see.
face? Wait till you see our character, the player character, because we
Well,
made quite a
sounds
bastard,
fishy.
I'd say
I
ourselves.
suppose I can trust you. I'm sure I'll regret this later, but yeah. Sure, fine. I'm tired of sleeping outside. Tell him I'll sleep in his bed, and he can sleep in mine.
Everybody wins, right? So, sorry, I didn't mean to smack my microphone with my wild gesticulations. You ever just gesticulate too wildly and you make a you know embarrass yourself on a live stream? We've all gesticulated before once or twice in our lives, maybe a couple times, maybe during the day when we were teenagers. Anyway, yeah, I mentioned the player character. Here's our bastard of a player character. I've had a couple friends tell me like, Alex, I've watched you stream this game a lot, and I'm never prepared whenever this fucking purple man shows up on screen. It's like after all this time, he still fucks me right up. You doing okay, buddy? He's just kind of chilling.
Hello there. Have I mentioned that my left arm is actually 1 inch longer than my right? Never know when that might be important.
Never know. Are his eyes going in two different directions? He's got like pug eyes a little bit. You know, like the dog breed pugs. They got the little buggy eyes. Hey, what's up, Dave? He's about to pop. Yeah, he needs to stay away from sharp objects that are at like head level. Because yeah, if his head gets inflated more, he will surely burst. All right, where's that scared sad man? We gotta give him the goods. The good news. Oh, here he is. Here he is. He says, "Oh, I'm so scared."
Have you found me a safe place outside to sleep yet?
I wonder if this will truly be the resolution for the side quest.
You found a place for me to sleep? Outside under the stars, too small to fall and hurt me? Excellent, excellent. Tell me more. Really? And it's a safe place? Not at the bottom of a tall wall? Oh, that's a great idea. That sounds perfect. Well, I guess if he's not afraid of the walls falling on him, he won't care when they do. Can't save everyone, can we?
That's the spirit. And about my reward?
Oh, yes, my pardons. But what can I give you? Oh, here, take this scroll. I was going to use it when the walls fell on me and I got trapped, but now I don't need it anymore.
Teleport, maybe? Burst of might, so we can break out of the rocks. Gotcha. Okay. So completed our first side quest, by the way. We've never done a side quest in this expansion, within the Shivering Isles. We've gained a bunch of side quests, but we actually hadn't knocked out one until now.
Walk lightly and always look up.
And always look up. You got it, fam. Thanks for the warning. Got some onion rings, chicken junior with barbecue sauce, mayo. That's a pretty solid order, Johnson. I'm pretty impressed.
Bye.
I don't really have a ton of Burger Kings near. That's not true. I do have a couple near me, but I just don't really go. I don't really seek them out very often. I do like Burger King. I probably prefer them more than some other fast food establishments, but I don't venture out to them terribly often. But yeah, the chicken junior is probably one of the things I go for, or like whatever, or not so much the nugs, but the chicken strips are sometimes kind of nice too. The missing pauldron. Let's go ahead and pop around and see what options we have for shopkeepers and whatnot. This place looks really cool, by the way. Look at this. We got the light coming in, stained glass windows. There's an Argonian lady, sheer meatish.
Blessings of the mad god. Duma Grabank at the missing pauldron.
That's what this is.
Collecting that amber you find in the root
Hard cider,
tunnels.
got some mango Pepsi. Mango Pepsi? Oh, you know what? I think I have seen those at the grocery store.
See,
That does ring a bell now that you mention it. Is the mango Pepsi pretty good? Because I remember seeing it and being like, I don't know. I was a little bit hesitant. Also, I just realized this place is called the Missing Pauldron. And, well, the thing is, all pauldrons are missing in this game, because in Morrowind, everyone take a shot, I just mentioned Morrowind. In Morrowind, pauldrons were a armor type, or armor slot, rather. Much like how there's greaves and boots and gloves, left and right gloves. Well, in Morrowind, there were left and right gloves. In this game, it's just one single pair. But yeah, in Morrowind, there was a separate armor slot for left pauldron, right pauldron. So really, they're all missing in this game. But that's neither here nor there. Let's talk with the dude.
The zealots in the lands of Dementia believe they worship Arden Sul. Poor deluded souls.
You think it's good, Johnson? That's good.
Confused souls, too far from Lord Sheogorath's protection.
See you.
Yes?
Hello.
Good conversation
I'm
topic.
Dumagrabank, best and prettiest smith in town.
Best and
I
prettiest.
know
You
the
beat me to
secret
it.
Art of forging amber. Here, take this list. It explains what I need.
I have so much fucking amber. Please, take this amber.
Amber is a resin found in root system tunnels and on gnarls. When treated properly, it is especially suited to lightweight weapons and
Ooh,
armor.
we like that. That's our kind of thing.
I alone know the ancient art of forging amber. I can even craft you magical items.
Magical items, you say?
Before my master passed on, she hid countless matrices in the world,
Right.
there to soak up the magical essence of our world. As my master has done, so will I, before I pass on. Find me one of these matrices and enough amber, and I will craft you a magical item.
So you definitely have, I think, one for a shield and one for greaves, I believe. So let's do weapon.
What is your...
Okay, don't mind that. Yeah, let's look at the armor. So here we go. Pieces in matrix. Let's do. Wow, only two pieces. This is very cheap, actually. Let's do magic greaves.
Want some help putting these on?
Was that him coming on to me? I sure hope it is. Perfect, amber greaves. And then let's do the same thing with the shield. Magic
Place
shield.
this between you and your foe. Creates less of a mess that
So I guess you could. I guess the way it works is that you can, at any point, have him craft stuff. But the stuff he crafts with just amber won't be magic. Whereas if you burn the matrix, it becomes a magic thingy, which is nice. Magical is one thing. What about saggical? Corey asking the hard-hitting questions, honestly.
As you wish.
So there was going to be an option, if we so chose, for him to, like, if we would have kept the battle axe one, he could have crafted us a battle axe. We don't really use blunt weapons, so it does us no good, obviously.
You see, I am the master smith of New Sheoth. Don't bother with that other smith. Hi there, Sparkles.
Sparkles, is that me? Am I Sparkles? Pad I? Pad A? No, I ate like a couple hours ago, but talking about
What do you need?
a word that reminds me of Pad Thai makes me very excited.
I'd research my own spells before I'd buy them from Earl's Mysteries.
Earl's Mysteries.
Take care.
Check out our options here, because the escutcheon of Coral? Chain Hall, whatever this thing is called, is a really good shield, and it's going to be hard to beat, methinks. So yeah, the escutcheon of Coral. Because if not just because of that reflect damage. Reflect damage makes it real heckin' good. But here we go. Here's the shield. Reflect spell. It's just okay, honestly. The greaves also just okay. The defense is quite good, 8 and 15 respectively. So it's samesies as the shield, although the shield is heavy armor. And we're not very good with heavy armor. We're quite good with light armor. Greaves, Restoration, Destruction with a 9 defense. It's actually worse defense and Fortify Speed. Speed is nice, but it does less for us. If we were like a thief person, this would be great. But yeah, neither of these are really very good, honestly. So I think I will do without. I think I will do without, unfortunately. As much as I wanted to just fall in love with these things, you cannot force it. It's got to be natural. So instead,
welcome back.
We just trade things. He's got some dollars. We can trade him some stuff. He's got dwarven stuff. He's got Gauntlets of the Gladiator, hand to hand. Nothing too crazy otherwise. So let's just sell him some stuff. Lord knows I got stuff to sell. I'm almost tempted to get rid of Goldbrand, but it's such a cool item though. I mean, the thing about Goldbrand is, and Sword of the Crusader, is that they do comparable damage, but this one does technically more damage. Not that much more, but technically more fire damage, and damage match goes pretty cool too. So, it's kind of hard to find an excuse to hang on to Goldbrand. I guess it's a good backup, but I guess it's necessary though, especially because I have all these other cool things to play with. What else do I have? These things. I mean, let's see. Oh, then I've got this thing too. And this guy, Fortify Personality 20. Personality 20 is actually pretty good. I think I'll sell these back to him. No, it's fine. You can keep these. Reflect Spell, that's not very good.
That's a good deal.
In fact, I forgot we had Spellbreaker, which is way better. That is way, way better. Yeah, it's hard to find a reason to keep that. Yeah, I got fucking 51 pounds of amber. I don't need this much. I guess I'll hang on to it for now, but we're gonna need to get rid of some of this at some point anyway. And sell the diamonds.
That's a good.
The emerald, and this guy, flawless and flawless. We don't need these things.
A fair bargain
So
to me.
I guess the madness ore is probably for heavier things, I'm guessing. Okay, so we'll hang on to that to see who would utilize those, but I think I can make some assumptions. What else we got down here? What this? Black tar. Delicious. Put it on a sandwich, maybe. Jewelry box. Bark and sap. I usually try to do neither. Oh, is this the armor? Looks pretty cool. It's just display only, but that's what it looks like, and it looks amber-esque. There's the materials list, which I think he gave us. He gave us a list. Oh, I thought the bust was called lettuce. Goes outside that way. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. It says time for food, comma. That sounds nice. Sounds like a good, satisfying meal. Onion rings. I haven't had onion rings in a hot minute. Come to think of it. It's been a long time, but for a while there, sometimes Grace and I would go to... Is it Texas Roadhouse? Yeah, I think Texas Roadhouse. I guess like a bunch of places do it now, but one of those places does like they call it the bloomin' onion, where it's like a big deep fried onion. It's not really onion rings. It's like an onion. It's like onion slivers that have been deep fried, and it's of course incredibly unhealthy and kind of expensive as well. But it is a very fun and like enjoyable indulgence. Antibiotics. Well, that's a good point too. If you're on antibiotics, you need to make sure you're eating. We need to take the meds. Oh, you're right. I guess bloomin' onion. Yes, that would have to be. That'd have to be Outback then. Outback Steakhouse then. I guess what I'm thinking of. I think it probably started there, but other places do similar things because yeah, you can order something quite similar in other places. Because yeah, I haven't been to Outback in a long time. Common treasures. But yeah, those kinds of things can be very fun. A fun indulgence, but I mean, they're undoubtedly horribly unhealthy. But that's part of the fun. That's part of the fun. That's a place. That makes sense at least. Tilsey.
Something you need? So many things to need.
Tilsey Arileth. Nothing to talk about though.
Things found. More like things found in the trash.
Good job. Oh, I guess things found is probably the name of another place.
I might be willing to part with a few things. If
A few
the price is
things.
Right.
Is this? Oh, it's not armor. I thought it was armor for a second. Regalia, loafers, purple. So this is probably what she's wearing. She's probably wearing purple finery. That's a good point too, Johnson. Yeah, there's like it has moved beyond just the one place that sold it, and yeah, probably some local places that do it too, for that matter. Because I think the basic gist and how to make it is probably not terribly complicated. Congealed, what's that word? Putrescence? Putrescence? Hydnum azure giant spore. Water root pod pit. Such attractive sounding names. She has 1,000 gold to her name. Maybe she'd be willing to buy some things from me. I can offload some of these things that are weighing my ass down. My entire ass. Not just part of the ass, but the whole thing. Normal weapons, poison. I don't think we need this.
Seems a fair bargain to me.
Fair bargain to me, she says. 13% resist magic. That's the main thing. Resist light armor and security is not bad either, for that matter. 11% on 13. That thing. Get rid of these.
Seems a fair bargain to me. That's
A lot of things to sell. These are things I've been hoarding for a long heckin' time. I don't need 3 rings of Grand Aegis.
I can accept that.
Frost shield 9%. I have a hard time seeing that as being useful.
Accept that.
Get rid of that. So there we go. Resist magic 15%. So I don't need this one. Get rid of that
I can
one.
accept that.
This is grand. That's some grand nihilism. That's the good shit right there. Fortify speed. I don't need that one either.
I can accept that.
I can accept that. Normal weapons 15%. I think we have another normal weapons resistance thing. So Ring of Steel Skin, and we have 2 Grand Steel Skins. We can sell both of these then.
That's a good deal.
A good deal. A medium deal, at least. Hand-to-hand and speechcraft. That's fine, I suppose. This... yeah, I kind of want to just sell
I can
these.
accept that. That's a... You've got a good
We keep
deal
cutting
there.
her off. What else? That one's pretty good. Khajiit is always a classic. Actually, for that matter, Chameleon 35, Fortify Speed. I think I saw that we had 2 of these things, which is unnecessary. I'll sell
That seems
1.
fair to me.
And then we were just... actually, how'd I end
You've
up
got a
with a
good-
second stack of these? That's kind of strange.
I can accept that.
Sell this one.
That seems fair to me.
Yeah, the water walking, I think, is what makes that one kind of interesting. Just poison only that
Seems
one.
fair to me.
Ring of War. That one's an interesting ring. I don't know if I'm gonna use it all that often, but that is like a plus into just about every, well, maybe not every offensive one. Well, actually, no, every like offensive thing is pretty cool. In case I needed to be offensive, in case I wanted to offend. Something I usually try to avoid if I can help it. Spell absorption. If I ever gonna use that though, I guess maybe. I guess I could see it coming in handy maybe. Of course, potions. Granted, I actually dropped a bunch of potions that I was originally going to sell. So you've mostly only hung onto potions that are like useful. I have a ton of these to offload. These are things we need to give back to the lady who is collecting ingredients for things for her studies. Here's Burst of Might, which is actually pretty good. It's all for exactly 5 seconds. God, that's actually awful. It's kind of hilarious though. Like boost everything by 100. That's pretty impressive. So you could be a badass for 5 seconds. If you just needed to fucking yeet something into the sun and then pass the fuck out afterwards, then yeah, Burst of Might is great. But very, very briefly. What's up, Elgaso? Good to see you, buddy. I'm just admiring burst of strength. Trying to think of like an example of this where that would come in handy, but like for comical purposes. Like it's one thing if like, oh yeah, there's like a car has landed upon me and I need to like to fling it out from underneath me. No, I mean something dumb, like if I was if it's like Thanksgiving Day and I'm playing football with the family, I would, you know, snort a line of burst of might and then fucking drop kick the football and it just goes, you know, 12 miles away or something like that. Oh my god. We'll do it, Elgas, we'll do it. Let's go ahead and finish up here, but well, I'll fucking do it, man. That's a new one for sure. I have a feeling you've probably had that in your back pocket for a minute. As one should, honestly, let's be honest. So, well, 30%. 30% is actually pretty good for Frost Shield. But
I can accept that.
I can accept that. She is able. She's willing to accept it. Ice Shield, Emulating Blast, we already have that.
Seems fair to me.
Drain Magic on Touch. Don't want to bother with that. Lightning Wall, no thank you.
You've got a good deal there.
A good deal there. Everything else I think should be good. Shocking Burst, no thank you.
Seems a fair bargain to me.
Spell Absorption on self. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Simple enough. Summon things, that's mostly fine. Okay.
If you have anything else to sell, I'd gladly consider an offer.
I'd consider it. A dreamy dinner. It does sound nice. The dinner that you described did sound very satisfying. Although I've noticed that as I've gotten up there in age, as I've gotten older,
very well.
and as my body has continued to wither,
If you have anything else
that
to sell,
my body's ability to like handle fried food or fast food has definitely dwindled. Back when I was a young virulent, is that the word? A young virile hobbit, where I could, you know, I could handle fast food, I could handle fried things, no problem. I could still handle it fine, but like I definitely feel afterwards. I definitely feel kind of sluggish and gross afterwards. Ogausa says it just came to you naturally, Ogausa. Well, that is a good thing to have happen naturally. What is that painting, by the way? Hold on, I'm curious about this very purple painting. Wish I could like jump into that painting, like the painted quest in the base game. Like how she's just got some some cheap wine that is stumbled on the floor. Your dress is very purple. It's very cool, but like kind of it's weird. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense given that this is a manic place. She will probably follow me upstairs. Common treasures upstairs. Yes, that is very much considered trespassing, and she is very smart to not trust me. I wouldn't trust me either with a face this purple and sad. Nothing good can come from a person like this. Snooping about. This person is still scared, as they should be, cowering before the Golden Saint. Yeah, that sounds pretty satisfying, honestly. Good, but I don't know about dreamy. Sometimes though, like I know how it is though. Sometimes like you're craving a specific kind of meal, and sometimes it's even kind of mundane. But then when you get it, it's like, oh my god, this is the answer to my dreams, to my wet dreams.
Buy us a drink.
Buy us a drink. I think we've already talked to her,
Your
right?
lips to his ears.
So romantic.
Come back for a drink.
She really wants that drink, doesn't she? Hello, yes, I would like to eat some congealed putrescence and wash it down with some gromite eggs.
What?
Raven biter.
Yes?
You really bite ravens? Is that really your thing?
I heard Tov, the Unrestful, is building something again.
Building something, you say?
Just keep your eyes on the menu.
Smoked
and
bollywog
off
leg and
of
7
sheer
potatoes.
niche.
3 gold to his name, by the way.
Goodbye.
Pretty chill place you got here, fam. Anybody upstairs? I like the architecture, and I like the lights, or not lights, but the, well, yes, lights, but the windows. It's 5 p.m. and still lots of natural sunlight coming in. Very nice. Wait, this goes outside? I guess it's like a balcony, maybe. There's a mod pack called the Heartland mod pack. Is it for Oblivion, I'm guessing? This is very pretty, so I'm guessing it probably like adds a bunch of cool like visual aspects. Mr. Jet, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well, Jet Dive. We're playing more of this cool little game. And we're in the Shivering Isles, and it's much like what Dudu was saying, it's actually quite pretty. Here's some saintly types. Again, I guess the implication is that they are immortal, although they look like humans. They look like high elves, maybe. And they have, like, cool armor. But they don't look immortal. 300... Wow, that's a lot of mods. Holy moly. 300 mods, that's a bunch. How long did it take you to install it? Dad. Although I guess if it's a mod pack, it probably had, like, an installer script working for you automatically. Also, here's where the buddy's gonna be sleeping, probably. The friendo that we made. Oh, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament! Jet, that's awesome, man. How'd it go, bud? Because that's right, you did that one tournament. I want to say it was 2 months ago, maybe? Wasn't that long ago.
Speak quickly, mortal.
New Sheoth Palace, you say? Palace grounds. So that's probably where that leads, then. Oh, it's underneath me, actually. I see it. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, this is probably it. Yeah, this is probably the palace proper. Oh, it's called Wabbajack? That's fantastic. Oh, in the first round. Okay, because yeah, I remember the previous tournament, you went like to the very end, didn't you? Like you went like all the way to the end. And it was astounding because I think that was the one from a couple months ago was your first Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. So that was remarkable. I'm glad to hear that it was still a good round though, the one you had, the one you got to play in earlier. So as long as it was a GG, hopefully it was still satisfying. Was a favorite to win? Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah, you got second place, which was really something. That means they're probably gonna bring you back, Jed, if you're a fan favorite, man. That's fantastic. Fresh bread. I've actually never seen this animation before, other than like mixing up something. Which mixing up, fam? I see you have some more smoked bollywog and blister pod cap and Letifer orca digestive slime. Delicious. And then some normie shit like bread and sweet rolls. But then some... Yeah, can I get a black tar fucking gromite egg omelet? I mean, you look normal enough. Rendell.
Rendell Drarara, chef extraordinaire at your service.
Extraordinaire.
You haven't truly eaten a decent meal until you've had my strawberry harama, green moat, lime surprise, and spiderling under glass.
Dude, I don't know, man. None of those sound particularly appetizing. $5 for the membership. That's right. Yeah. Actually, I know Black Magic's popped in the other day. He was telling us how years ago, back when Nexus Mods was in its infancy, there was an option for like $50. $50 is a one-time payment. You got a lifetime membership, a premium membership to Nexus Mods, and he ponied up for it years ago, and it's paid out in dividends because yeah, he was saying how he had like a 900 mod pack for Skyrim, and it took a couple of hours, but he was able to download them all en masse, and it was relatively trivial versus doing it manually, which would have been fucking exhausting. So yeah, in your case, dude, it makes perfect sense to just do like a temporary membership at least, and just grab them all at once. Just doing that shit onesie Tuesday would be awful.
The best armor in the city is at the missing pauldron.
Vanilla shivering out. Yeah, I mean, I'm inclined to agree.
See you.
Yeah, this is awesome. I'm really enjoying the aesthetic of the Shivering Isles. In addition to the storytelling and the NPC weirdness, and just the overall theme of lunacy and madness, like that's all very fun. But yeah, I would say the thing I probably like the most, well, not the thing I like the most, one of the many things I like is just the overall aesthetic. That is very much trespassing, yeah. Although he is not following me, so I probably could sneak in if I wanted to. But I'll be nice. Yeah, I remember a couple folks told me ahead of time before I started playing this game. Big Head. Apparently Big Head lives here. Oh my gosh, is that like a... Hold on. Oh, they all have that. I was gonna say, no way, he's got like a personalized door. Oh, she's juggling, look at that, new animations. So talented.
Did you see my last performance? Did you like it?
I saw it just now. But yeah, I had a couple friends like tell me it's like, hey man, like Oblivion's really cool, but like it Cyrodiil feels like kind of generic fantasy, like generic fantasy land, which is not a bad thing, but you know, when you get spoiled by like the weird alien worlds of Morrowind, Cyrodiil kind of feels like a step down or a step backwards with like just Lord of the Rings, like The Hobbit, like just fantasy realm, which is not a bad thing, but feels less weird and less unique. So I'm glad they like upped the ante significantly with the Shivering Isles, because I'm loving this.
Today, isn't it?
So busy.
Do you have any yet?
Pushing to 75. Yeah, I admire your dedication, Dudu. I mean, usually I don't like focus on a single attribute at a time. I tend to bounce around all the time. Like I'm always working on different things when I play these kinds of characters, these kinds of games. It's like I'm working on destruction and restoration and athleticism and acrobatics and light armor, just kind of all over time. He says, busy day today. What are you talking about?
Sorry, I keep forgetting that most people don't remember when we'll meet in the future.
Oh, right, of course.
Wait, this is yesterday's future. I'm the one that's confused.
Happens to the best of us.
Anyway, you're going to help me find calipers and tongs. No point in denying it. You've already agreed tomorrow.
He's unrestful, apparently. Auto summon pizza. That's a good combo. What's up, Jim? Cyrodiil's gonna be a jungle. Oh, okay. Wrote the Talos lore. Because I mean, yeah, I can't remember how it was presented to us in Morrowind. Because you can ask about various parts of Tamriel in like throughout Morrowind as like conversation topics, and I know at one point we could ask about Cyrodiil. I'd always just assumed that Cyrodiil was like the capital and was, you know, full of Imperials and more or less was like standard forest area. So I don't know how. I mean, I can't remember exactly how it was presented to us in Morrowind, how it was described to us in Morrowind, but I just assumed that it was just generic kind of forest woodsy fantasy background area. But yeah, maybe if before Morrowind, or maybe even during it, if it was originally going to be like a jungle, it's going to be worth it. Following a guide, interesting. I guess it makes sense that, yeah, there's probably like guides for like how to build a character a certain way, that kind of thing. I remember there was like guides for that, like kind of along those lines, was guides for like Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. Or especially for like hardcore playthroughs or solo playthroughs through the hell difficulty, like what kinds of gear you would need, how you should spend your attributes or your skill points, what have you, and your attribute points for that matter. So those were kind of cool. Just those kinds of guides to help you, not so much, well, I guess in the case of Diablo 1 and 2 is to kind of min-max, but I guess in other cases it's just a matter of like a certain character blueprint, I guess. That's kind of neat. You can visit Cyrodiil. Oh, an arena. Okay, so maybe at around that time, yeah. Not a jungle even though in Morrowind they wrote it as one. So in Morrowind it was written. Oh, Mallory. Oh, I see Koala's message saying, yo, incoming. Thank you. Thank you, Mallory. I appreciate you, bud. We got Koala in here as well. You know it's a party when we got Koala and Mallory chilling with his friends. Whoops. Let me switch over so I can add the extra life points from our friends. Good to see you, friends. Thank you, Mallory. Thank you, Augusta, for shouting out our friend Mallory, as well as Koala, who was doing some more. Oh, To the Moon. Oh, gosh. All right, so I will confess, I've actually not played To the Moon, but I know Dave, I don't know if Dave's still listening in, but Dave played it years ago, and Dave is like, I am not like embarrassed as a manly as man to say that To the Moon fucking broke me and I sobbed like a child. So I hope it's not too feelsy. I don't know much about To the Moon, but I understand it is an emotional journey. But it's good to see you, Mallory. I hope you're doing well. Thank you as well to Koala joining in. We're playing some more Oblivion. We're in the Shivering Isles right now. Things are weird and things are surreal and goofy. It's the good cries though. Yeah, I've mentioned before that like I have to be very careful when I inevitably will stream some games, because I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, Alex, clearly you are the paragon of masculinity and macho uber badassery. I'm gonna hit you with a shocker. I may seem like a real tough, mean dude. I might seem like a big, strong, muscular man. I'm actually kind of a teddy bear. I have a soft side. I'm sure that surprises lots of people to hear that. But no, I'm a big old softie. So like, there's games I want to play that I like really enjoy playing through, but I should be careful because in my 5+ years of streaming, I've yet to cry on camera, and I would like to keep that streak going. It's gonna be hard for some games though. And it's a little bit embarrassing to say this, but like one of those is Wind Waker, of all games. Something about the ending credits. I can't really put my finger on it, but something about the ending credits and the music especially, it like strikes a chord with me in such a way where if I'm in the right kind of mood and it hits me at the right way, I have to be very careful. Because if I'm chilling at work, I got my headphones on, I've got my library, my music library on shuffle, and that comes on. I don't want my coworkers to think that I'm like experiencing duress. It's like, no, it's fine, it's fine. I don't know what it is. I think I'm just weird. But yeah, no, it is. I think it's just because I'm just a sensitive dude. I'm a sensitive dude, and that's just how it is. That's how I've always been, man. That's how I've always been. Anyway, let's see how everyone's doing, man. My first time seeing anything about it. Oh, it was a blind playthrough, and it was brutal, Mallory. I hope it was worthwhile. I hope you enjoyed it. Even if it was a little bit like soul crushing. And again, I don't know details. I think I can piece together a couple little snippets, but I don't know much. But I hope it was fulfilling, and I hope it was an enjoyable playthrough. Slap his ball. This guy right here, yeah, like play it with like bongos maybe. The ability to cry, Mallory. When it comes to like acknowledging one's own vulnerabilities and being able to confront them, I think that, you know, all jokes aside, I think that is important. I think emotional maturity means being able to confront your emotions and being able to handle them. Because yeah, I mean, I think, you know, a lot of us, I think, are able to pick up like what I was joking about, where like, yes, the manly thing to do is to punch my emotions down into my soul so they can't rear their ugly head. It's like, no, it's obviously you want to let them, you know, it's okay to feel things. It's okay to feel. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, so of course I'm just joking around, but also I'm an actual hobbit, also correct. I won't share photos of, no, the Johns, you have to remember, that's from my Only Hobbits page, which I have not yet set up, but when it becomes open to the public, it's gonna make me so many Hobbit coins. I'll be rich with Hobbit monies. I'm very excited. Mallory says it says I didn't let it like spring forth. I was able to hold it together. It was worthwhile though. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Good story, good music. I think I've heard some songs from the soundtrack, and I think I liked what I heard. Was ruined because you got stuck in a... Oh, that is a shame. Yeah, so it like glitched out for you. Cry. You do on stream sometimes do that? I have there's a number of streamer friends I have where like they will play sad games, or they will play games with like characters where they have like they're like very... Like, they have, like, kind of an emotional bond to certain characters or to certain kinds of games. And it's, like, certain kinds of games or certain events in certain kinds of games. And, like clockwork, the tears spring forth. But they're, like, in each case, their communities are very encouraging and very welcoming of it. So there's never any awkwardness about it, which is nice. It's a good game, though. That's fantastic. That's some good stuff. Toph is unrestful. Yeah, he's got a shiny head and he apparently lives partly in the future, allegedly. He says he needs calipers and tongs.
Using them to build my skyboat. Just between you
Oh,
and
yes.
me, the hardest part has been getting the water not to fall out of the air.
Mm-hmm. Happens all the times.
None? The world is devoid of calipers and tongs? What a sad state of affairs.
So this, of course, is the Shivering Isles, where everything and everyone is kind of weird and kind of surreal. They call it like the realms of madness. This is Sheoth Gorath's playground of sorts, and everybody here is a little bit silly, a little bit weird. I guess the Golden Saint Ariel guards are like shockingly sober and normal, but all the NPCs are just kind of goofy and weird. That's part of the fun.
Those shambles are dangerous. Make sure to stand back if you kill one.
Some are like more weird and incoherent than others.
A marvelous contraption. I've gotten it to float in water perfectly. Now if I can just get the water to fly through the air. That's what the calipers and tongs are for. I need them to keep the water airborne.
So it's not an airship, it's a skyboat, insofar as it's a boat that floats in water. He just needs to raise the water higher into the air so that it can fly through the sky. Makes perfect sense, honestly.
None?
Alright, so maybe I need to... Actually, hold on. Let's see what the quest log says. Because he needs calipers and tongs. 5 gold for each of them. I don't remember agreeing to help him, but somehow I guess I'm into it. Alright, well, I guess there's probably not much to be gained by raising his disposition, so I guess we'll just find him calipers and tongs then. That's all there is to it. He looked like he was falling asleep a little bit. He said he had a busy day. He said he's had a very busy day, and that, and then when we inquired for details, he was like, "Oh right, I forget not everybody lives in the future like I do." He's like, "Because you promised me to get me calipers and tongs. You just don't know you've already promised it." It's like, oh, okay. Thank you, strange man. So we need to get him some of the goods. I think we could probably buy those things at a regular old shopkeeper general trades place. By the way, Mallory and Koala, once again, thank you both for joining in. And thank you to Mallory for the raid. What are some other things you guys have planned for either for this weekend or for the coming week? If you have any plans, this is the Crucible, by the way. I think that's something we're going to wait for later to delve into. This guy is in sneaky mode. Why are we in sneaky mode? You okay, buddy? Big head? Oh, right. We saw your the name of your place earlier.
The fork for Big Head. Oh, where has Master put the
Oh, we found the fork, actually.
It sings alone, far from home. Sad, sad fork. Sad, sad Big Head.
We actually found his fork before we knew there was a quest for it.
The hunger is one of Lord Sheoth.
The hunger. Oh, right. Those things. Those monsters. He's just a sleepy boy. Yeah, too many all-nighters. Don't want to mess up the makeup. Yeah, same, Johnson. That's what it is, too. You know, it takes a long time to make this perfect face happen.
The fork. The precious, precious fork. Hear how it sings to Big Head. Beautiful, perfect fork of horripilation.
Horripilation. So we found that fork. Just by random happenstance.
Gone. No more singing. No more ringing. Taken from Big Head. Never returned.
This is where the heretics had it.
That is when Big Head came here. Master brought me. Whispered shouts into my ear. Songs of mad gods. Songs of bad gods. Softly, Master. Softly.
Tell me what happened to the fork.
It went away, but it will come back. It always comes back. It is close. Big Head can hear it. The fork of horripilation. Hear it singing songs of home. It comes again. It brings presents. It is not present. Soon it will be.
Is it like Santa?
You
It brings
will find
presents.
it. Bring the fork. Hear the music. Music of toads. Music of roads. Sing to yourself so all can hear.
Odes and of Roads. Is this like a Dr. Seuss story? Oh, some Dark Souls, man. Oh, that's right. There was you shared the clip of fighting. What was it? where you find the bridge boss, the Taurus demon, I think, because you shared a clip with us at one point. Qual is gonna be streaming tomorrow as well. Read through of a. Oh, that's cool. A local film you're gonna be in. That's so. Oh, that's awesome. So you're gonna be acting then in a film. That's fantastic. It was the Taurus demon, yeah. Because you had gotten it. That's right. I remember now. You had gotten him to like a sub-pixel of health, and they honestly the game robbed you. I feel like the dude, he probably literally had 1 HP left. It was upsetting.
Talk to the bear.
That's cool though. I'm excited for the film you're gonna be acting in. That's fantastic.
But no one can hear them. No one but Big Head.
You're in Blighttown. Yes, I love it.
Listen to Bullwing. His tongue is tied, but his mind is unraveled.
Same,
He'll
honestly.
Tell you the secret. Who has the fork?
So of course, the honest truth of the matter is, like I said, we already have it on our person. We just got it randomly, but here it is.
Find the fork. Bring it to Big Head. Sing it to Big Head.
Oh, well, except he doesn't want it. Maybe...
Take care.
Hold on. On the Fork of Revelation. It's important. Give me a charm that should allow me to speak with the beggar Ballwig. But we have it, though, don't we? Hold on. Fork of Revelation. We have it. So... Isn't that enough? Can't I just give it to him? I found it. I should return it.
The fork. Song
Yeah, so it's a little bit silly. We kind of sequence broke it a little bit, but it's fine. The way he crouched done suddenly. Freaking Blighttown. Blighttown is, I mean, I'm sure you've already experienced quite a lot of it. It's frustrating at times, a lot of times, but it's so iconic. You kind of learn to appreciate Blighttown when you're not in it. Once you're done with Blighttown and you have it in your rear view mirror, it's pretty cool. But when you're in it, it's pretty awful for the first time. Oh, really? We'll see how it goes. I'm excited though. It sounds cool. Especially if there was like, if once the film is done, if it'll be like on YouTube somewhere where anybody could watch it. I would love to see how it all turns out. That sounds fantastic.
You bring the fork. Happy day. The blind shall see. The lame shall walk. The short shall tall. Forks for all.
The short shall tall. That's me. I'm the short. I would love to tall.
You friend. Songs of friendship. Songs of ship friends. Presents for you. Presents on hatching day.
Hatching day.
Big Head was hatched, but his brother was not. Presents for egg friend. Almost forgot. Selfish Big Head. Shellfish Big Head.
Shellfish Big Head.
Big Head knows secrets. Secrets of learning. Alchemy. Sneaking and stabbing with blades. Which will you learn?
He like speaks in riddles. So I don't know if you can teach me a blade secret because I'm already maxed out on blade secrets. I'll say give me a sneaky secret.
The secret to sneaking is not to be seen. Empty rooms, empty tombs. Sneak in the dark, though the blind man can see you.
Fun things. Yes, Blighttown is full of fun things and sometimes miserable things. It's a wild area, yeah. It is. It's just so iconic. I mean, what did Miyazaki say in an interview one time? He's like, every time I set out to make a new game, I try not to make a swamp, and yet I can't help myself. I make swamps in every goddamn game I make, like poisonous, murky, toxic swamps. One for Sense Fortress, yeah. Yeah, honestly, it is. It is kind of a proving ground, or I guess a preparation ground for what will... Or yes, I mean, the less I say, the better about Sense Fortress. But yes, yeah, I would say that is an accurate statement. If you can stomach Blighttown, you will eventually have what it takes to get through it. I was worried Oblivion would crash. That's why I saved. That's why I saved beforehand. Because we've had it crash on us enough times, especially when you alt-tab around. Alt-tabbing can sometimes get a little bit squirrely. But it's been okay today so far. No, I don't want to say that too loudly because the game will hear me. The game will hear me and it will punish me for my confidence, my hubris. Two wolves. One tells lies, the other one is hungry for nuggies. Which is the truth, obviously. The truth is that we're always hungry for nuggies. Especially the Dino Nuggies. The Dino Buddy Nuggies. Who lives here? Oh my god. Somebody... Okay. Let's be honest about ourselves. So somebody sits here during some hours of the day. They get drunk on cheap wine and cheap beer, and they read The Lusty Argonian Maid. Is this their Fap Corner? I think we found someone's drunk Fap Corner. It's mostly not facing... It's not facing a large part of the public space. I think what it is we're sitting in this chair backwards. I think you're supposed to sit in the chair facing the other way. I think you're supposed to sit in this chair facing this way. And you're supposed to like, you know, make some questionable noises. I think that's what's going on there. You think Big Head? That would be too perfect, honestly. If this was Big Head's Fap Corner. His drunk Fap Corner. Ale, beer, and cheap wine. Wow. Well, no, so at least he's taking in lots of different kinds of inspiration. Seculum Ardensoul. Let's see what this one's all about. By the way, I know it is getting kind of late for some folks. I know it is approaching midnight in my central time zone. Also, we're dropping frames, by the way. This is not on your end, it is on mine. Which is unfortunate, but hopefully it is a temporary thing. I see we've dropped a good number of frames so far, but looks like it's figured itself out. Whoa! He just teleported up. He's a magic man. What's going on, Glue Rolos?
Wanna buy a stick? I got a fresh one right here. No? Then what can I do for
A fresh stick. How much?
The workers in Fellmore aren't too happy with Sindanwe.
Sindanwe. Thank you for the intel. Hold on, I want to see that magic trick again where he just teleported. Oh, he teleported past this guy, I think.
Hello. Duvenin, High Priest of Mania, at your service. What brings you to this holy place on such a fine day? The hunger is...
Okay, we've already heard that one before.
Tread the humble path and find enlightenment.
Hello, green friend. And Bellas, thank you. Oh my gosh, that's very nice. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the raid. How you guys doing?
Octus, High Priest of Dementia. I'm here to guide those that wish to serve themselves. What did you require?
So they serve in the same church, the same house, the holy. Bellas, good to see you, friends. Hope you're doing well. We're playing some Oblivion tonight. Let's do a quick shout out for Bellas. See what they were doing on this fine evening, this fine Saturday evening. Bam! Do a quick shout out. Doing some... Oh, Dead by Daylight. Very nice. How'd the games go tonight, bud? Hope it was a good one. We were playing some Oblivion. This gentleman's name is Arctus. Now, Arctic's not in the chat, is it? Is he? I don't think he is. I would tag him right now if we could. We're playing Oblivion. This is actually my first playthrough, and we are into the Shivering Isles, which is the final... We saved the best for last. So the Shivering Isles is the last section that we're going to be doing. Although it's a pretty large section, so we still have a number of streams left to go. But it's been very good and very weird so far.
You can find some good deals at Things Found. Ajazda has an interesting collection.
Now, I don't think we've actually been to that place yet, so we need to find... where that's located. Altar. I received a blessing. Cool. I don't know what it did. There's no effect in the top right corner or anything. But... Fire gate. Is there one on this side too? There is. But yeah, right now we actually just arrived at New Sheoth relatively recently, the beginning of the stream, really. So we're just kind of exploring it for the first time. And we have main quest directives to follow. So we have things to do that I intend to do, but I'm also exploring and I'm taking in side quests and I'm just stopping to smell the roses for a little bit, which is kind of nice. So Books of Bliss. It's actually past closing time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for let's say 10 hours should be good. So that way all the businesses reopen. I mean, most of these are going to be businesses where we won't necessarily want to buy anything, but still, there could be side quests, so there could be opportunities. So I might as well see what the options are. It is still closed. Let's do another 2 hours. Should be plenty of time. There we go. Books of Bliss. Time for some blissful reading. What's up, lady?
How do you do? I'd say very well from the look of things.
That's me.
Santerre. Spend one night with me, and I'll remind you why they say love hurts.
Oh, cool. You're gonna stab me with like a, I don't know. Like, stab me unexpectedly while I'm sleeping.
If you
Something
like what you
romantic.
see,
A
don't
nice
hesitate
romantic
to say
midnight
so.
stabbing. So she has books. I don't know why I'm surprised. She has books. And a lot of them are about Sheoth Palace. And... oh, Wabbajack, we know what that is. We actually have that on our person right now. The Shivering Apothecary, Madness, and Saints and Seducers, and... do you have more copies of... the Lustful Argonian Maid? Lusty Argonian Maid? That we can add to the collection for the Fab Corner, like we saw earlier?
Flesh atronachs are dangerous. Some are smart enough to heal themselves when they're...
We've seen it. A brothel fronting as a bookstore. That is a very, like, smart idea.
Got to go. Have things to see and people to do.
People to do, she says. That was not just a... that was not a misnomer. That was not a slip of the tongue. She knows what she said. She said what she meant. And let's be honest, if there was ever like a targeted reason to have like a brothel that is, oh, it's with the crumpled piece of paper over here. That is like a brothel that has a bookseller as like the storefront, like the bookseller is the front. It would attract like a certain kind of clientele, for better or for worse. Books of Blissful upstairs. We could sneak on in upstairs. I'm not going to though. I'll be nice. So yeah, it would attract a certain kind of clientele, maybe. Maybe that's what she's into, perhaps. Because yeah, I guess if you're gonna form a brothel, you're gonna have a gentleman's and/or gentlewoman's club like that. Then yeah, the question of like what storefront do you want to have as the public facing aspect of it could impact what kinds of people you attract. So for instance, if I were to start a brothel and the storefront that I chose was a rare fanny pack collectible emporium, then yeah, it would most likely attract a slightly different clientele than a rare books bookseller. So yeah, you get a different customer base. Now granted, the Venn diagram between fanny pack enthusiasts and rare book collectors is not two separate circles. There is some overlap. But I guess that's the thing. If you're going to form a brothel and you want to tap into an untapped market, a market that has so far been, has been neglected, then yeah, you want to make sure you set yourself apart from the competition, the brothel competition. And I like to think that some brothels are competitive. It's kind of like how people say that the existence of casual sex implies ranked competitive sex. Same thing. Same kind of idea here. Could have been a slip of the tongue, Koala. Maybe if we pay extra. Wink. Winky face. Some overlap doo-doo. You're probably not wrong. Probably more so than I'm willing to consider. Than I've so far considered. I think I've explored enough of the outside. We've already talked to Fimion.
Speak, madman.
Oh, he has nothing. He has nothing for me. A Grace Philippe. Why, thank you, Mallory. Why, thank you. Oh, right. We're technically unarmed right now. Boop. There we go. For that matter, yeah. What are our leap abilities right now? Athletics is 70 and acrobatics is... oh, are we maxed out? We're expert, but not master, so we're not at 100 yet. We're like probably close to level 90. See, our acrobatic skills is pretty. We're pretty nimbly bimbly.
Did you see my last performance?
And that's the
Did you
Crucible.
like it?
I think we've explored pretty much all there is. There's the Crucible, there's the Palace. Missing Pauldron. Yeah, common treasures. And then there was like something found is another one. We've not found what that is. It might be within another place. I'm curious. Right, he needs the tongs. Actually, let's do this. Let's go back to Books of Bliss. Over here. Common treasures. Let's see if they have the tongs and the tools for Tove. Gotta max at the level. Oh, the current level that is due to. So you're doing it one at a time, one after the other. That is impressive. My lips to his ears. Or my ears to his lips or something. Golden cultivation. Horticulture. That's absurd. And I kind of love it. It's ridiculous and I'm kind of down for it, honestly. She does not really actually have a lot to sell. Which is unfortunate.
Goodbye.
The name's a little bit on the nose, so, you know, the others might kind of catch on with what you're putting down. But that's fantastic, and I kind of love it. There was the, I'm trying to remember where it was, but there was a place that, there was a pho restaurant. You know, like, you know, pho, ramen, that kind of stuff. Their specialty was pho. And they named themselves, the latter part of their name was King Incredible. So it was the King Incredible restaurant, and their specialty was pho. So you would like go to their Google page, and the name of the restaurant was spelled very innocently, but when said out loud, it was Pho King Incredible, and they unfortunately did have to change the name. I think like there were threats of, I don't know if it was lawsuits or some kind of legal action where it was threatened, and they were like, all right, they kind of backed down. They were like, all right, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But yeah, for a minute there, they had a very good thing going. So it's too good to be true. So I should seek out Sheoth. That's the main quest. This, where does this take place? This takes place here. But I guess, oh, but it's within the palace then. Oh, okay, so that's within the palace. Okay, good to know. What else do we have? I'm looking for things we can knock out outside the palace, like we are in here. There's this one. Pike. I need to find Pike. Pike is probably also nearby. He is not nearby. We don't know where Pike is, so we'll have to keep our eyes peeled. Not sure where that lad is. What else we got? Great Divide. Oh, right, kill the Mannix. Yeah, of course. Fortress of Viltharn, right. 10 gold for right. We know about that one. Magical weapons, know about that one. And then he wants calipers and tongs. Cool. Well, let's check out the palace then. That's the next big thing. For Pho King Incredible. Yeah. It's unfortunate. It's not terribly surprising how it went down, but not terribly surprising. Okay, that'd be considered trespassing. We don't want to trespass. Choosy beggar. Well. So the palace, I think, is down this way. There's Tove.
Busy day today, isn't it?
Busy day today. Oh gosh. Or is it upstairs? I think it might be upstairs. That is a Pho King travesty. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate. It was too pure for this world. Society was not ready. Here's the palace grounds. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So, here we are. Oh, wow, this is fancy. Look how fancy this is. Way fancier than I was expecting. Let's save. A place that looks this fancy, whoops, is not going to run very smoothly. That's how it has sometimes worked for us. More crystals. We've seen, like, some of these kinds of things, but only sometimes. Like, only fleeting little crystal formations. I have a feeling we're gonna see more of those as we get more into the Shivering Isles content, just in general. Can you jump out the window? Yeah, that's an invisible wall. It's in a specific order. Gotcha. Because you're following the guide, right, dude? You dead? Right, it's for the level up. That makes perfect sense. It's for the level up bonus. Because, yeah, if you... I get it now, yeah. That's where you're trying to min-max. Yeah, it's a pain, but once it's done, your character's going to be a badass. Your character is going to be a force to be reckoned with. So that's pretty cool. Let's do this. I'm going to set this as main quest. Or not the main quest, the current quest. Is there something behind? Well, it's actually... I guess that'd be in the Crucible then. Oh, it's in the Crucible. Okay, so we actually can't continue that just yet. I'm thinking about side quests to knock out. We could go to the Crucible before we pursue the palace stuff. The stuff in the palace will, of course, probably be more attuned to the main quest. It's like exploring. This place is very cool looking. It's very fancy. Look how fancy this is, man. They got the nice, pretty blue sky. Well, blue and yellow, I guess. It's like some kind of cotton candy. Who's this person?
How may I serve?
She is a dark seducer guard. Excuse me?
Mad God's blessings.
That's a very threatening kind of vibe about her. So if she's supposed to seduce us, are you like supposed to scare me into being seduced? Is it supposed to be like a scared boner?
The Maz can guard Crucible in New Sheoth. We ensure the Demented remain orderly and respectful of our Lord Sheoth.
Maybe there's Demented guards and Manic guards. Maybe she's a Demented guard. There's also modded ways to make it be a little bit easier. Be a little bit nicer.
Sheoth is our lord, ruler of the Shivering Isles. It is by his whim that the Maz can walk, and we serve our master to the death. So
she is a Mazkin. So the Ariels, I think Ariels are the Golden Saints, and the Mazkin are the Dark Seducers.
The Shivering Isles are a reflection of our Lord Sheoth, divided yet perfect.
So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Golden Saints, the Ariels, truly are not a standard Tamrielic race, like high elves or that kind of thing. Because I don't get the impression that she is of a race that we would recognize. The eyes are different, like the skin tone's different. I don't think she's a dark elf. Internet cats, that's a valid thing to be distracted by, honestly. 300 mods. None of them make the game easier, so it's just like visual things probably do that.
Walk with our Lord.
With our Lord. Our Lord and Savior, Sheoth, in his maddened state. Thanks for sticking with us, friends. I know that, like I said, I know it's getting kind of late. Of course, it's a Saturday night. If there was ever a night to be staying up late, this is it. There's the seduction guards. Now, what do the seducer guards and the Ariel guards? Do they like get along, or do they like are they like polar opposites, or do they secretly fancy each other? Maybe they're secretly in love. Wouldn't that be? I would actually like that more. I would, there's like the archetype where there's like the two opposites and they're like constantly butting heads. What if there were the two opposites, but they secretly are like, they kind of fancy each other, but it's like forbidden love, so they have to like, they kind of keep that on the DL because they don't want the boss man to figure it out. That's right, Romeo and Juliet's right. By the way, Level 90 Wizard, good to see you, buddy. I see you sneaking in with the exclamation point boost. That is a very real command and definitely does something. Probably it doesn't do anything, but what if it did do something? Yeah, Romeo and Juliet, or Ariel and what was the word to describe the seduction guards? Whatever they're called. Door to House of Dementia. Oh boy, what a nice sounding thing. And here they are, standing guard. Okay, I changed my mind. These two are the ones that like secretly love each other, but they can only like they have to be standing opposite from each other. Hello, people.
I am Kiflin.
Okay, he's a different guy from the guy we saw previously.
To be here. Your presence is unwelcome.
Oh, it is? He has a similar hairstyling and the same armor as a gentleman at the outstep areas and like the intro areas, just in front of the Gates of Madness.
Zealots have dedicated themselves to the worship of Arden Sul. See you later.
Whomst is this lady?
I'm Anya Herrick. I serve Lady Syl, and she allows me to remain protected within the House of Dementia. I'm so grateful to her.
Me too. What a stand-up gal. Barry says there's some interesting aspects. Very good. Very good.
You can
I'm
stay
interested
as
as well.
a choosy beggar in Bliss, but I wouldn't.
You can stay there, but I wouldn't. Great. Thanks, lady. The other day, one of my buddies, one of my friends from college, he's also one of my coworkers, and he's been going through some health problems. So I've been driving him to his doctor's appointments and like hospital visits, that kind of thing, because he doesn't have a car. So I'm kind of his go-to if he needs to go somewhere. And as we're driving around and as we're going from place to place, we find lots of weird shit to talk about, as one does. And at one point, as we were driving towards one particular doctor's office, I noted that we drove by a Denny's, but this Denny's was odd because there was the Denny's building and there was a sign out front, but then there was a sign like here's the Denny's, here's the sign, and then like on the same block but on like the opposite side was another sign for the same Denny's, such that it looked like there were two separate Denny's on the same block. And like I took a second look and noticed there was still just the one building, so it was just one Denny's. But still, I love the idea of there being two like rival Denny's being nearly, oh sorry bomber friend, nearly back to back. I was like, wouldn't that be absurd? And we were kind of riffing on that the other day about like what ifs. What if there were two rival Denny's locations managed by different people, owned by different franchisers, that were practically like across the street from each other, and they were always at each other's throats. And that's like the obvious implementation of that story. So naturally, the way to mix it up is to say, yes, but what if they secretly love each other? That's the thing. What if they have, there's like a forbidden love angle to it, where they pretend to like, oh, that my rival Denny's adversary, gosh darn it, they keep outsmarting me, I hate them so much. But then like they'd write in their journal where it's like, God, I wish they'd give me a good old-fashioned grand slam, if you catch my drift. I wish they'd go the moon over my hammies sandwich, or I don't know. I don't know if I know the Denny's menu enough to riff on this, but I kind of like that angle more versus like the rival kind of approach. I kind of like the forbidden lover approach. I like to slam their grand, or yeah, something like that. Very poofy shoulders. Yes, the armor. Yeah, the armor that the gentleman has. So I don't know exactly where they want me to go, but these both, I guess, eventually lead to New Sheoth Palace. I actually think I will go to the Crucible first, because the Crucible has... Oh god, does this hurt? Strangely enough, no, it doesn't. The Crucible has... Ooh, that was a big jump. Oh god, this hurts. Well, not really, because we're a dark elf. We don't really give a shit about fire. Hurts a little bit. Because I think that leads to actual story progress, whereas this over here will be for a side quest, I'm pretty sure. So the Crucible is over this way. Bam, let's check it out. Makes for better story. Makes for better story than the secret lovers aspect, that is. 4 McDonald's within a 1 mile radius, far sight. There's definitely some stretches in St. Louis where there's like multiple Walgreens within the same, like about a mile away from each other, but like on the same stretch of road. Like Olive Boulevard, for those who know like St. Louis, like Olive Boulevard you'll have multiple Deerberg's grocery stores and multiple AMC movie theaters and multiple Walgreens all on the same stretch of Olive, like a mile or two apart from each other, but still it can be frustrating trying to dictate. No, that one's Western 270. Keep going or you're on the wrong side. How may I serve?
Mad God's blessings.
She has nothing new to talk to us about.
Walk with our Lord.
This guy's waving. Is he just like one of the dudes that just kind of waves at random passersby, waving at traffic? What's up, bud?
I have a proposition for you. Best not to talk about it here. Meet me at the sewer grate northeast of the Sheoth statue.
We'll have a romantic rendezvous at the sewers. After dark, a clandestine sewer encounter. I'm so excited. Have a good night, Mallory. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate you, buddy. You're always so kind. Both you and Koala treat me so well with lots of positivity. I always appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out, friends. It is getting kind of late now. I totally understand. A secret hidden Denny's. Oh, like an underground Denny's. Maybe that's what that sign was for. Maybe there really is like a there's the public facing Denny's that anybody can see. But then if you see that sign and you know where to go and who to talk to, there's like a door, like a back door to that Denny's where if you like. You find the right person, kind of give them a nod. There's like a secret handshake or a secret passphrase, and they let you in, and it's like an underground kind of illegal Denny's.
What?
Where they serve discontinued Denny's menu items, and they let you smoke. Because back in the days, there was like a smoking section. There's like a smoking section in this one. It's like a time capsule. Oh my, this is a happy. Oh my god, that's a happy looking little place. The fuck is this nightmare? Pray tell. Oh, it goes back to Bliss. Okay, so the Crucible and Bliss are two sides of the same coin then, if I'm understanding this correctly. So if we go back to Bliss, it's sunny and happy and manic, and then if we go back to the Crucible. Look at that, it hit us with the green filter instantly. It's degraded and green and with a sheen of filth. And it is the demented. This is the dementia version side of the coin. Seculum Ardent Soul. So this person's house is connected to both angles. Oh wait, no, hold on. This isn't a house. It's like a church. Right, I get it now. The church is connected to both zones. That explains it. Also a pupper. Ushnar's dog. What a creative name. You must be Ushnar.
Yes? You haven't seen that filthy cat beggar, have you?
Bisha? Bisha the Khajiit?
Yes, he's the one. Isn't he scary? I wish someone would just make him disappear.
You're a very dark green person. He has every right to be there.
I bet you're a cat lover, too.
Can't I like all animals?
Zealots have dedicated themselves to the worship.
Actually, out of curiosity, what if we take him up on his offer?
You would do that for me? I would do just about anything for you if you make him go away. Permanently. For good. Never to be seen again.
To death. To be clear, I'm talking about murder. I'm talking about murdering another person to death. It's like, yes, say this louder, please, so the guards can hear you.
He's still around. I've seen him skulking like the filthy cat he is.
What's he got against cats, man? Actually, I wonder if I need to romance him to get him to, like, tell me more deets. Hey, what's up, Lime? Good to see you, bud. I wonder if I need to, like, yeah, make him like me.
All right.
Because he's not telling me something. Unless...
See you later.
There's really nothing more for him to say unless really it's a question of make him disappear. An unhealthy fear of cats. Vague about the nature of the payment. Yeah. I gotta find it. We'll talk to him and see what the happening haps are. And doggies. Hello, doggy. There's Tove. And then of course this leads back to Bliss. So yes, Bliss and Crucible. Once again, two sides of the same coin. So we have multiple side quest things upon which to follow up. Oh, that's not. So I gotta look for this Khajiit. This Khajiit person that scares this person. Scares this orc. The idea of orcs being scared of cats is an interesting bit of lore. Because, you know how in Dwarf Fortress, dwarves love cats. So maybe dwarves and orcs are polar opposites. Oh gosh, lots of blood.
A bunch of junk.
You know, it's a good blacksmithery when... Oh, calipers, I need these. No, I definitely wasn't about to steal these. Actually, hold on. Before you leave.
Well, hello there. It's good to see such a well-equipped individual as yourself around these parts. But you look tired. Carrying all that gear will do that to you.
He's not wrong.
I'd be glad to shoulder some of the burden. Relieve you of that expensive stuff.
Expensive stuff.
Or is there something else I can take from that? I mean, help you with?
He's very subtle.
The workers in Fellmore aren't too happy with...
Yeah. We've heard that one before.
Excuse me. I have important things to do.
And by important things, I mean things to steal from wealthy individuals. Hello, lady. Her name is Cutter. She is, like... This is the pot calling the kettle black. She is very pale, like I have, you know, much of a leg to stand on here. But she's very pale, and her eyes are very, like, round, very expressive.
Call me Cutter. For a truly inspired blade, I can forge madness ore. Here, hold on to this parchment. It lists what I need.
Okay, this person's face kind of freaks me the fuck out a little bit. And this is coming from a man that birthed Sadge Maroon betwixt my own loins myself. I created this horrible purple man whose weird-ass mug we've looked at for hundreds of hours now, yet her face kind of fucks me up a little bit. Koala says she's beautiful. Koala, don't let your wife hear that, man. we can't be having a competition going on between with a video game character. I don't know. There's some uncanny valley. He's met his true love. Maybe this could be Sadge's love interest. She's sleeping. She doesn't have to know, Koala. Or so says Koala. Koala's like, listen, we have an understanding, all right? That's hell of a drug, Farside. Yeah, I've joked before about how, especially back when I was playing a lot of Hyrule Warriors, I talked about how Twilight Minda was one of my favorite characters to play as, and people would be like, Alex, is that because Twilight Minda is your waifu? And I'd be like, no. Yes. And people would be like, well, what about Gracie? And it's like, listen, all right, Gracie and I, we have an understanding, all right? She realized when she first met me that I'm very much a fan of the Zelda games, and the ending of Twilight Princess might have crushed my heart a little bit, and might have crushed my heart and or my genitals a little bit, but that's neither here nor there, all right? Sometimes that's to make a successful relationship thrive. There are compromises that have to be made. Everyone's got something, all right? It's just how it is. Just how it is. Anyway, let's continue this conversation, because the more she stares at me, the more I feel like she's like gnawing away at my soul.
Tradition dictates before each
fucking me up a little bit.
Smith dies, she hides these magical molds in the world, like pouring salt into a wound.
Ah, yes, exactly.
Over time, they soak in magical energies from the world around them, like you suck blood from a cut.
Yes, of course, of course.
Bring me a matrix and enough ore, and I will forge you a new item and bleed the magic of the matrix into it.
Her mouth is forming like an odd like W shape. There's like a kind of like an extra little vertex going on there. Forge mad love. Yes, is there a forge loving relationship? Because yeah, if we could pick any NPC to be a love interest for our player character, how fitting would it be for Sadge Maroon to fall in love with an NPC whose likeness really does kind of fuck me up a little bit, honestly. It kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. It's like a heart. I was thinking like a W, but yeah, kind of like a heart shape.
Spirits of ancient souls are trapped in the ore. Find it in old ruins. Also, Grummites are especially attracted.
It's when she smiles. That's what it is. Because right there we go. There we go.
Supple and flexible ore.
Supple and flexible, just the way I like my men. She says.
I can shape the sharpest of blades from it. I can also create magical items.
I wonder what race this is, because it is clearly an elf race. I don't think it's dark elf. I want to say she's probably high elf. If she were dark elf, she would not have yellow eyes. Her eyes would be like darker, like dark red. Doing some coursework, Lime. Oh, perfectly understandable. I'm happy to have you here, Lime, although I recognize it's, I guess, super early where you are. Not late, but early. So I do have matrices, don't I? Oh, wait, I would say forge armor.
What is your wish?
And then, here we go, I have a magic shield.
This shield, like a true friend.
Probably gonna be heavy armor, though, which is not gonna do us much good. Like a good, excuse me, like a good friend can take a good beating.
Maybe later. What?
I don't think I have any weapons. We did find matrices for the war axe, but I didn't want to keep it because we have no use for war axes.
Maybe later.
Maybe later. Was there anything else? Elven Warhammer,
stabbing,
chainmail, dwarven,
that sort of thing.
Sort of thing. Nothing else. I can accommodate.
Take care.
So let's see what our cool new shield is. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm not gonna love it. Perfect madness shield, heavy armor, reflect damage 10%. We already have a heavy armor shield that reflects damage way better. We got this bad boy, which is the quintessential heavy armor damage reflection kind of thing.
That is good. I will cut your throat if you visit that other smith.
Good. Good. Nice and positive and friendly and threatening. As it should be.
Need something sharp?
Hey, what's up,
stabbing,
Indif?
Cutting, that sort of thing. I can accommodate you.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Where is it? What's it gonna be? He was a great ruler there. I was like, what's Indif setting us up for? Indif is setting up for something. Setting us up for a bamboozle. I didn't see it coming. I honestly should have, but I failed to see it coming. Thank you, Indif. That was just what I needed.
If you need more, you know where to find me.
The other smith is equally hot.
Nearly always at work.
The other smith is a orc that
Deep into the flesh of your enemy.
is he speaks less like flowery and also less threateningly. He's like more normal. He's kind of fucked up, but he's more normal than she is. Oh wait, she has the calipers, by the way.
I do delicate things with madness ore. It tingles across the flesh when it
Tingles. She wishes to tingle our flesh,
Weapons
ladies and
and
gentlemen.
armor
So yeah, do you have the
here,
calipers and
especially
tongs?
weapons.
Calipers and thongs? Oh, she's not selling them though. Aw, man. Thought I was so smart. Lady, don't make me steal them. I want to be an honest to goodness lad. Here's how the armor looks, by the way. Ooh, it's scary. It's spooky. Like how it's facing away from us. And I just... Oh, she's too smart. God dang it. She's not letting me steal her shit. There's the front of the armor. And again, just nondescript blood. For no reason, you know. The usual kind of stuff. Alright, so she's not going to be of any help when it comes to finding calipers and tongs because she doesn't want to sell it to us. And we can't just go stealing it because then it'll get us in trouble. And there are guards around here, obviously, so we have to be mindful of that. Here's Irul's Mysteries. Apparently they sell scrolls that are horrible, according to someone. What time is it right now? 6:30 p.m. You'd think it'd be open. Maybe there is another entrance. Museum of Oddities. I like oddities, and I like museums. Hello, Blue Lady.
I hope you're enjoying the museum.
I am. Look at this glass display with nothing in it. In fact, all these things are empty. Am I going to be responsible for populating the oddities? Gatekeeper's arm. Oh, the gatekeeper. Right, that thing. Yes, that creature.
Is this your first time to the museum? Perhaps you would care for a tour. I
would
am
love
the
one.
curator of the Museum of Oddities, Una Armina. Have we met? You look familiar. Anyway,
A face like this is memorable.
For new exhibits, so remember me when you come across anything odd.
With a capital O. What are some oddities?
I'm always looking for new oddities to add to my collection. Anything unusual, bizarre, strange, or disturbing, bring it to me.
How's about my own face? It's pretty weird.
I do pay a nominal finder's fee, but of course the real reward is your contribution to posterity. Do you have anything that you'd like to contribute to the museum?
The Blind Watcher's Eye.
Oh, how deliciously odd. I've never seen a Blind Watcher's Eye before. It will have a place of honor in the museum.
Cool. Give us some gold for it. I think we held on to it because it was weightless. So, but we've seen other entries like it,
I'd
other
love
items
to
like
have
it.
one of Ushnar's old dogs for my museum. They're very interesting.
Huh.
His new dog, though, it can be mean. He's trained it to attack cats and anyone that tries to take its food.
Attack cats.
I
Jesus.
pity the poor Khajiit that tries to steal dog food from Ushnar.
Oh, that's what it is. Trying to steal his food. That's why he hates him.
Would you like a tour of the museum? Wonderful. Follow me and I'll show you around my little collection of oddities.
Does she have a lot, though? We saw the one thing over here. Maybe there's more.
Look closely and you'll see a tiny
Oh.
skull. These pygmies used to live in the Shivering Isles until they were all eaten by grummites, poor dear.
Teensy. Teensy tiny. Poor dears.
Here's a real oddity for you. An arm of one of the gatekeepers. This one was killed by...
Well, we actually killed one.
A lovely specimen in any case.
Big boy. There's the one that we contributed. The Blind Watcher's Eye. We could take it back if we wanted to.
Up here is a little beauty. The Ring of Desiccation. Walk on water and breathe underwater at the same time. Odd, if you think about it.
It's expensive. Not really valuable, but weird. And some booze.
Here you see the Blind Watcher's Eye. A most unusual specimen collected at great peril by some intrepid adventurer.
Some intrepid adventurer indeed. I wonder who would do such a thing.
You know, I always walk over here thinking there's another exhibit, but there never is. Oh, silly me.
Silly me. That's it, isn't it?
This case is waiting for something especially odd. If you run across anything odd, be sure to bring it by, and it might end up on display here. I could have sworn that I used to keep something very...
So a lot of these are empty, obviously.
Oh well. Let's move on. Yes, I've been meaning to put something here, but it seems I haven't gotten around to it. Although I distinctly remember preparing an exhibit.
Because, yeah, most of these things have not been populated
Well,
yet.
this case seems to be empty. Strange. I'm sure that yesterday... My memory just isn't what it used to be. Let's see what else we can find.
Overheat your phone?
Were you in here last week? Wasn't there an exhibit in this case, then? Oh, well.
Like just leaving it in a hot environment, Johnson? I must be going see now. Kind of a Fable-esque voice. Yeah, with like the NPCs in Fable, I could kind of hear it.
Space here for new oddities, so think of me when you run across anything odd.
I will think of you when I think of odd things, when I see odd things.
Missing from this shelf. Or it could be just my old brain playing tricks on me again. Oh well, let's continue the tour, shall we?
Oh, it's maybe, yeah, overheating the phone with cat photos. That is a good way to do it, honestly.
Oh, that's strange. I thought there was something else here. Oh, well, no matter.
I have a feeling the rest of the tour is going to be her being like, that's weird, this shelf's empty. The player character needs to play more of the game, then.
Here I'm saving for something special. Wouldn't you like to be the one to find something odd enough to go on display here?
Sorry, lady.
Oh, yes, I've already shown you this shelf, haven't I? My poor old brain...
Is this going to go on forever?
Welcome to the museum.
I think it's going to go on forever.
Have you found a new oddity that you'd like to contribute to the museum?
Not right now.
Don't be discouraged. Some people just have better luck than others in finding oddities. Would you like...
Not right now.
That's fine. Only the demented can truly appreciate the hunger.
That's a normal sentence.
Go ahead.
64.
Have you found...
It's weird that that's still selectable, but I don't think there's like much else to it. Alright, so the tour is done, right? Yeah, there's no more touring to be happening. And the upstairs is probably pretty... Oh, this is her private space. This goes outside. It's a big, lavish bed. It's weird there's like no door and also no guardrail here. Oh god, that's a little bit perilous. Just slip and just fall down. No, she's just chilling. Yeah, just slip and go and like tumble. That's what, 3, that's 2 stories up? Jeez. And to find more odd things. This is Heroes Mysteries still. That's their upstairs area. Alright, we're meeting that one guy in the sewers tonight, right? It is 9 p.m. It's that one lad. Meet him after dark. The sewer gate northeast of the statue of Sheoth Palace. Sitting on his throne. Maybe shitting on his throne too. The fuck do I know, right? Things found. It is closed. Shitting on his throne. I mean, if it's a porcelain throne, then maybe. Maybe it counts. Oh, here he is! Except he is very stuck. Oh boy. Is this gonna be a problem?
Best not to talk about it here. Meet me after dark at the sewer grate northeast.
I wonder if the NPC is ever gonna get unstuck. 20 hours. I understand, Koala. I understand. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks again for hanging out, buddy. I appreciate you, bud. So we gotta find the statue, but this guy is having a real hard time. I can see the NPCs chilling up here. They're all just broing out. Oh, is this the Khajiit? Maybe. There's Cutter and Caldana, who are very similar looking, but Caldana looks very sad.
You got some skooma, eh? Right,
Oh,
buddy?
fuck. It's another skooma person.
To share? Come on. Pass the skooma already.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, Lad. We just maybe need to fast forward time a bit to... Because he is not moving from there. I could maybe, like... refresh the NPC. There's, like, a command for it. Reloading the cell gem. Yeah, we could try a couple things.
Only the demented can truly appreciate the hunger.
Alright, she speaks very normal sometimes, but then...
I need it. You got it? You don't know what it's like. I need the skooma.
It's a little bit unnerving. This is not the first skooma addict we've talked to in this game, but her situation is, like, especially desperate sounding.
Take care.
Take care. And she talks strangely normal.
Tonight's duel should be good. Stay and watch.
A duel, you say?
Scalons carry diseases, lots of them.
Spawn in the con. Yeah, exactly. I think we've done it before when other NPCs got stuck.
What we do here is our own business. Don't interfere.
What is the
Who
business?
The Grumites worship? Some say Sheoth, but I'm not sure. Take care.
What does Cutter think about all this?
You're not a member of the society. Watch if you must, but don't get in the way.
God, her face is even more, like, unnerving in this particular lighting situation.
Yes?
Don't bother using a frost spell on a shambles.
I understand that cold doesn't bother them much.
Goodbye.
Very normal NPC conversation. So I guess they have duels up here. Just bootlegging duel organization of sorts. That guy's still stuck, by the way. Stone mug, knife, bones. Okay, nothing crazy. Where are you guys going? I heard like a noise. There's people down here, I see. Where's everyone going? My curiosity has been piqued. I need to see what's going on here. I figured they were all just gonna be chilling up top. Well, I think they're just adjourning to their respective... Yeah, I think they're separating off. So I guess if something cool was to happen... Maybe it already happened, or something else. So I think this is where we're gonna be meeting the fella. You found Crucible. Well, I've already been in Crucible.
How may I serve? Mad God's blessings.
Alright, so no conversation topic
Walk
about
with our Lord.
Crucible. Okay, so this is very fancy. This is a gigantic door that leads, I guess, to the outside, I guess? Oh, it's a landmark on the map. Well, maybe. I don't know. I just see on the radar, the way we're facing, is something. Brithar says. How's about this? Let's go ahead and fast forward time by 1 hour. See if that's enough to kind of refresh that one dude. Got stuck. Okay, he did make it. Okay, yeah, he survived. Hey man, I see you got unstuck from yourself.
I'm glad you came. So, are you interested in earning some loot?
Could you speak up? It's a little bit hard to hear you.
Great. There's a...
Actually, hold on. We do this every stream. Oh wait, no, it actually, well, yeah, that's pretty good. It's already raised as much as it can be. All right, well, just how it is. Oh heck, it killed the dialogue. Well, sure. What's the task?
This life, it's, well, it's too painful. Everywhere I look, I see death, dying and decay. When I dream, I see a world without sunshine.
Sounds pleasant.
I'm constantly on the verge of retching up, or falling asleep, or screaming at someone who doesn't deserve it. I'm just so fed up with it all.
I'm sorry you're having a bad day. Jesus. All right, some of these dialogue options, like, yo, player character, dude. A little bit of bedside manner goes a long way, man.
A bad day? A bad day? Try a miserable existence.
I'm sorry. The other dialogue options were horrible.
Talking about it. Action must be taken. You must. I need you to kill me.
This is a bummer, man. Final resting is the name of this quest. Okay, fine. I'll ask the really rude question.
Have you seen those miserable souls on the Hill of Suicides? Do you think that kind of existence is any better than this? No. You must kill me.
So that's why they call it the Hill of Suicides, because I guess that's where your soul go. Ooh, man, that's... There's like certain branches of like certain religions where it's like... this is kind of an uncomfy subject, but yeah, there are certain branches of certain religions that believe, or like, yeah, if someone commits suicide, it's like a horrible, horrible sin. So, yeah, I guess that's what this Shivering Isles system is going for. Very, very bizarre.
I don't necessarily want to see it coming, and I want to die here in the city so all these people finally believe me. They'll wish they were nicer. You probably
this is a whole ass quest line. Yeah, my gosh.
So you don't get in trouble. Best to make it look like an accident. But remember, I don't want to see it coming. Take me unaware.
He says, "Take me, you stud, you purple inflated stallion."
Well, that's up to you, I suppose. I'm gonna go about my daily life, such as it is, as if nothing has changed. Make your move when you wish, but please do it soon.
I don't really feel good about this quest, man. I mean, sure, but...
When you kill me, take the key to my house. Nothing really worth taking, except what's locked.
Lime says, "Don't do it!"
Box. You can have that. Okay.
If there's a way to, like, convince him, you know, or to, like, lead him to something that was fulfilling.
As soon as you can, but let me get away first so I don't know it's coming.
That I get. Well, it's such a like uneventful description. If we could just solve this problem. Well, he didn't really identify or itemize what his problems were, just that this place is like awful and that he feels awful being here. If I could just like give him a vacation, honestly. Ask that I kill him. Can we like ask other people about this guy? Like, hey man, this guy's really sad. What would cheer him up? A nice snack? A vacation, maybe? Excuse me?
Blessings, citizen.
Yeah, blessings. Can we talk about that guy? He seems really kind of a little bit fucked up a little bit.
Mad God's blessings.
Yeah, you seem very nice. Okay, no options there.
Walk with our Lord.
That was the guy. He wanted to talk business, quote unquote. Lots and lots of quotes on the word business. Can I actually go into sewers, by the way? Yeah, I was hoping we were gonna have like a romantic sewer encounter. This was not romantic, nor was it sewer-esque. It was just unfortunate. I'm going to wait for 8 hours. Give me daylight. Sweet, sweet daylight. Instead of me bask in it. So my purple skin may meet the sun. Yes, breathe in the nice dank green smog of air that this place just kind of has about itself. A romantic sewer encounter. It's not so hard. It's not so much to ask, is it, Barry? I'm disappointed. Disappointed that it was neither romantic nor sewer involved. Really? We've been in this guy's place before? I feel like we have not. Maybe he's out and about. Barry says, wake up, babe. New phrase just unlocked. Actually, here, I got you covered, Barry. Hold up. I got you, BB. Boop. Quote, add. Bam. Now it's saved for everybody. Forever. Save for posterity.
Blessings, citizen.
Now, the one thing I will say is at least these guards, which are like, I guess like more or less soulless. What's the name? Sickly Bernice. Hello, yes, I'm here to meet with Sickly Bernice. These guards that are like, I guess, kind of soulless, but also immortal. At least they're nicer to us than Ordinators in Morrowind. The Ordinators are like, fuck off, citizen. I'll slit your throat if you look at me wrong. And like, if you commit any small number of offenses, they will just go aggro to you forever. And they will try to kill you to death with no hesitation. At least these are like, they're like, hey, blessing, citizen. It's like, oh, that's nice.
Hello.
Oh, she's the skooma addict.
Sickly Bernice, proprietor. Don't get too close now. You might catch what I have.
Now, we do have cure disease and other, don't we?
Well, it seems I am dying. Yes, these may be my last days in the Shivering Isles. That is, unless someone like yourself could help me find the cure. But no one has taken me up on my offer, even with the promise of a reward. Oh, well, it's been a good life, I suppose.
Man, Crucible is just full of bummers, isn't it? I mean, Bliss is full of, like, manic idiots who are, like, a little bit insane, like, a little bit goofy. But Crucible is just full of, I guess, demented, like, fully aware individuals who are just destitute and sad. Or, well, actually, or also goofy. Kind of a little bit of both.
Are you willing to help me?
Yes, of course.
Oh, thank you so much.
Some good frequent flyer miles, great.
There's only one place in all the Isles to get the cure for what I have. Naughty Bramble.
We've been there.
I'll mark it on your map. There, on the lowest level of the place, is a pool containing the cure. Aqua Nostrum. Legend has it that it bubbles up from around an old statue. Bring me back the remedy, and I will reward you well. Here, take the special flask to collect the Aqua Nostrum.
Okay, so it's not just a matter of cure common disease. This is something that's more specific. A liquid salutation.
Oh yes, it's the miracle remedy for any disease. I was told about this wonderful solution by a recent patron of my establishment. He said if I let him stay for free, he'd tell me how to cure my sickness. How
Mm-mm.
fortuitous.
That's a little bit sus, don't you think? What if it's a fucking poison and it kills her?
Apparently it only exists at the bottom of Knotty Bramble. Oh, well. So close, yet so far.
Although if we cure her, they'll have to change the name of the establishment to just regular Bernice. Healthy Bernice, I guess.
I see the flask is still empty. Oh, nothing to do now but await my cold, lonely death.
That's the spirit lady.
Someone different come to the Isles. Don't like to think what kind of diseases came along. Yeah. He eats here.
Jeez, lady, cover your mouth.
Cats, though. His dog can be a terror. I once saw him sick it on a guy who tried to steal the dog's food. He told me the dog can smell its food on anyone. I shouldn't I let that dog tear that poor Khajiit apart.
So is the Khajiit still alive then, I guess the question?
Eat well while you have your health.
Well, you have your health. Good lord.
Hurry. There's no telling how much time I have left.
What a fucking journey. These NPCs are a trip, man. Not always a good trip, but a trip no less. Crumpled piece of paper. Go to the guest rooms. This leads outside, I think. Yes. Yeah, I wonder if the person that, like, gave her the tip about this place is still around. Because I'm a little bit worried that, like, what if it is not a cure at all? And what if it's either does nothing or worse, what if it's a poison? Hey, Pineapple, good to see you, buddy. Some Zomboid, man. Very nice, very nice. I hope it goes well for you, bud. How goes it? We're doing well. We're doing well. We're exploring... oh, that's right. That's part of the bed area, since this is an inn. But no, we're exploring New Sheoth for the first time, so we're exploring the Crucible and Bliss and some of the other areas, and it is interesting. It's also, like, depressing. Like, the Crucible is just full of bummers. Everyone here is either sad or a little bit insane or a little bit of both. And yeah, it's interesting. It's a very unique kind of area, but it's also yeah, full of like sad and desperate individuals.
It's gone. All of it gone. Have you seen any of it? Any of my things? The others, they think I'm stealing, but I just want
This is the Khajiit then. Right. Gotcha. It's not going well. That's the great thing about Zomboid, is that if it's going well, it will not last. Because that's Zomboid, right, bud? I remember, so I haven't played Zomboid in several years, but me and my friends picked it up when it first entered early access back in like 2014, 2015. And back in the super early days, there were ways where you could actually put the game into a fairly sustainable state if you were playing multiplayer. But the developers caught on to that fairly early on, and they were like, yeah, that's not the point of the game. The point of the game isn't to thrive and like have a sustainable situation, so they had to introduce methods to, you know, to mix it up a bit. So we learned early on that you gotta roll with the punches. Hey, what's up, Xerxes? Madness is, yeah, it's you get two sides of the same coin, where like both I guess Bliss and Crucible have like weird, goofy individuals, like quirky weirdness. But yeah, in Mania, it's more, I guess it's pretty much mostly like loopy, lightheaded, incoherent nonsense. Whereas here, it's like sometimes incoherent, but mostly hyper aware and just fucking destitute. So yeah, it's two extremes.
The Elytra have wondrous poisons that can drain the very life from you.
Very life from you.
Keep an eye out for my things.
For my things, he says. He says his things have been stolen. So yes, here we go. Let's talk about the mysteries. Goths rule the other part. Well, it seems like Goths are kind of like, I don't know if they're in charge here, but they're definitely involved here, because like the guards are the seduction guards, and they kind of got a Goth vibe about them. And Cutter, the lady Smith, who is like pale skin, dark hair, red lipstick, like Goth supreme all across the board. Hunger tongue, delicious. Here's Errol. There he is.
Firm arms, a strong back. Yes, You'll do nicely. It's a shame. Time will ravage you, destroy you, wither you. But there are
alternatives, he says.
Time need not slow you. Tell me, have you ever considered placing yourself on display?
Like, taxidermying myself while I'm alive?
Oh, yes. You see, I am a student of chronomancy, the magic of time alteration.
Press X to doubt.
Using Magicka, I will slow your heart rate, your breathing, your movement, and your thoughts until they may as well not be functioning at all.
Ah, that's where you're wrong, bucko. My thoughts are already non-functioning.
Perfectly preserved, taken out of time, beautiful forever. I will display you with the rest in my collection.
Beautiful forever, he says. No thank you.
Oh, what a pity. Well then, what is it that I can do for you? And be quick about it. Every second that passes brings us closer to our graves.
And a positive aspect, right? Tell me about Brithar. Tell me about that lad.
Lout?
That
Yes,
lout.
he's a thorn in my side that never seems to go away. I'd have his heart on a plate if I could.
And eat it?
I wish he'd simply disappear from the streets of New Sheoth forever. Oh, look! Just talking about it has given me another gray hair.
Why do you hate him so much, man? Yeah, what's the deal?
Thing, he's a thief. But what irks me the most is that he's a bad thief. Between my shop and a few others in Crucible, he's been caught stealing maybe 12 times last month.
In 1 month?
Who has time for this sort of thing? I mean, at this rate, I'll grow old and die before he's out of our hair. I'll tell you what I tell anyone else who asks. Get rid of him for me and I'll make it worth your while. Do hurry. Time's wasting.
I'll make it worth your while. Wink, he says. He's so bored. He slows time. That's right, yeah. He's all about chronomancy, slowing time just to exacerbate his own boredom. Have a good night, Lime. Or I guess a nice morning, rather. Thank you for stopping in, Lime. It's always such a pleasure.
Prove to me he's gone, and the reward is as good as yours. Now, please, get a move on. I feel my bones getting more brittle as we speak.
As you can see, I'm a very busy man, he says, as he stands behind the desk and just stares into nothing.
Sometimes, a sharp blade is the best way to kill a flesh Atronach.
What spells do you have for sale? Flame and Frost. Okay. Restore health on self. Restore fatigue. That's not bad. Rejuvenate friend. Also not bad. Remedy. Huh. Some of these are just okay. But they are just kind of just okay. Shambles. Gluttonous hunger. Yeah, nothing that I really want, honestly. What about other things for sale? Get scrolls. Some are cool, some are horrible. Saints and Seducers. That's probably, yeah, that's probably about the two different flavors of guards we've seen. The Golden Saints and the Dark Seducers.
Please, come back soon. No telling what oddities I may have for you next time.
And he's probably going to be smart. He's going to follow me upstairs to discourage me from robbing him, which is probably smart. Smart fellow, yep. Smart lad, that. So, there's still, I feel like, lots of other things to explorificate. Caldana Monrius. I know who that is. Why is there blood? Oh, this is water. Oh, didn't even notice that. Huh. Some bones, some relatively fresh-looking blood. Right in front of the sewers. Huh. That's just great then. That's just wonderful. I think this is... Oh, wait. So maybe one way we can, like, get this guy to, take care of this guy's little problem is to, like, accidentally nudge him off the edge or something.
Sometimes I come up here to think. Everything looks so small from up here. Makes me feel better, you know? Like I'm not so small myself. But that feeling only lasts a little while, and I start thinking about how miserable everything is, and then all I want to do is step off the ledge. I can't just jump.
I think a vacation would make this guy feel so much better.
But I hope that someday, maybe, a big gust of wind will come and push me off, so I can end it all.
Today's your lucky day. Push. Good luck with all that.
Yeah, right.
Alright, so we know of a way to make it happen. I don't know, man. I want to believe that maybe there's a way to do this that does not involve murdering this poor guy to death. But I fear that I already know the answer. What's this? Sunken urn, key, and a faded note. My wine supply is thinning, only one bottle left. Bernice's wine is awful. Lasted longer on gnarl bark. I'd go back home to resupply, but Brithar has stolen my house. My whole ass house. Also the others. I can't leave the safety of the roof. They have a plan for me. I see it in their eyes. Caldana, Errol, Cutter, all of them. They don't know I'm up here watching. At least they won't find me or my stash. Or mustache. Mustache. Put all my favorite things in an urn and sunken it in the sewage near the back of Bernice's dive. I'll drink that last bottle to celebrate. He says. Note with me, actually. So, we found a little cache. So we need to check out remote manipulation and some scruffy shoes. Hold on, remote manipulation, what is that? Oh, it's actually that's probably an honest to goodness scroll, like magic scroll then. Yeah, telekinesis, okay. Woo! So I guess this is like my reward for just fucking parkouring around, is sometimes you'll find some cool things. Can I jump on this? Or is this an invisible wall? Well, the answer is yes. The answer is a little bit of both. Oh! Leaping from rooftop to rooftop, oh, wimbly bimbly. Whoa, more invisible walls, by the way. I'm a regular Spider-Man's, except I'm slowly sinking. There's Ushnar's place. Oh, hold on. Not often we get to see you in the... like, just out and about.
Noreen. If you have any secrets, I'm the one to tell. I won't share them with anyone but my family. Unless they're good ones, that is.
So many interesting NPCs that seem like they would have some kind of thing to follow up on, but just rumors.
Bernice's isn't a bad place.
Just make sure to wash your hands afterwards.
Hello.
Whoops, oops, crap. I had my hand on the wrong buttons. So Errol's Mysteries, you already know about that one. Yeah, it's just chilling up there. Have we been to Ushnar's place? No, we have not. If I were to steal his dog food, I bet he'd be real pissed. Some yarn. I should be on the lookout for shears. That's not what I need. I got some bones. He's not here, so he won't see me lift his repair hammer. Some letifer orca digestive slime for food. Looks delicious. And there's some calipers. I need some tongs to go with it, then we'll be all set. Dog food. Dog food and bones. Surprised his door was unlocked. He's definitely not home right now. Well, probably definitely not home. Here's the upstairs. Oh! His skinned hound. Huh. Well, that was unexpected then. I was like, what's this animation that I'm seeing? Got a skinned hound as a pet, I guess. It's kind of fucked up, but that would explain why they were like making mention, like there were multiple mentions of like weird dog-related activities. Because we saw his normal dog and he looked fine. But yeah, the skinned hound as like an undead creature is definitely something special. He's got 5 purple fineries. Look at that fine purple lad. Fine purple boy. Some parchment. I was hoping to find like something weird, you know? I mean, this is weird, but oh, the animal's dead. Oh. Oh, it's dead. Okay, well, I guess I hadn't realized that little detail. Thought it was just sleeping. Alright, well, let's get the fuck out of here. I guess we don't really have a... Well, we have a quest to... Yeah, he wants us to be rid of that one lad. Oh, don't worry about me. I definitely wasn't just committing mild trespassing just now. Don't worry about me. So there's this fella.
He loves dogs. Dogs like sticks. Dogs like meat. I wonder if they like meat on a stick.
They probably do.
I saw Ushna try to give Bisha some of his dog's food once. I told Bisha not to take it. Ushna just wanted his dog to attack Bisha.
He's not a thief after all, then.
You can stay at the Choosy Beggar in Bliss. See you later.
So many mysteries to try to untangle. Look at this little hovel down here. Beggar's food bag. Some rice. I'm guessing that's where this lad stays, probably. I think we've pretty much explored every place then, so now it's a question of... Hold on, have I been into things found? I think I have. I have not been in here, okay.
So much to gather, so little time. Perhaps you can help. You might help against the coming storm.
Tell me about the coming storm.
It's coming. I think I'm the only one who sees it, though, and I'm going to be ready. Oh, yes, I'll be ready. That's right. I've been stockpiling supplies, things I'll need to ride it out, or survive when they come for me.
Okay. You know what this whole area reminds me of? It reminds me of a very good, but very, like, unforgiving game we played about 2 years ago. Well, no. It was closer to 3 years ago. It was right at the start of the pandemic. It's called Pathologic. We played through Pathologic. There's 3 characters you can play as. There's the Bachelor. There's the Haruxpeth, the surgeon guy, and then there's the Changeling. We played as the Bachelor, the doctor, and that game has this, like, the entire game has this grunge about it, this kind of brown green sheen to it. The whole game is about trying to figure out what is causing this horrible disease that is ravaging the small town. And it's a very good game, but it's like a very it's a very uneasing game. It's a very good one, but like it's the whole time you're playing it, you feel kind of gross. And all the people speak in riddles, and everyone is sad, and everyone is desperate, and everything's like just mysterious and weird. This whole area reminds me of that, just that game, just as a vibe.
I've been gathering things for quite a while, but there are still a few I'm missing. Perhaps you'd bring them to me. I still need the Amulet of Disintegration, the Ring of Desiccation, and, of course, the Calming Pants.
Of course, the Calming Pants.
Have the Calming Pants.
Can't be without those.
Bring these to me, and I will reward you well. Ajazda has many, many things.
Calming Pants.
Something big is coming. The end of it all, and I'm going to be ready. Let me know when you've found what I need. I'd buy my weapons at Cutter's. She has a way with blades.
It's almost like that's her namesake or something.
Storing things for when the end comes.
She's got books.
Find some of it useful.
I need tongs though, man. I need tongs for that one dude's ship boat, sky boat, whatever it's called. Do I have anything cool to sell? She doesn't really want to buy much from us, though, is the thing. So she has, she actually has some gold. 1,000 gold is pretty good. But I got nothing, man. Unless I wanted to sell my extra madness or an amber. I probably have no great need for any of it, honestly.
See you.
There's calipers. We already have calipers. We need tongs. And this is going to be her upstairs, and she's going to follow me up because she's a smart lady. She has some lettuce on display. You know, your display lettuce, as one does. Go to the upper floor. Just admiring her collection. So this is her stockpile. Here, sorry, I'll keep your display lettuce nice and pristine. Your dress is like very, very flowy. Like for being a sad place, they dress quite sharply, quite smartly even. Okay, so that was my first time actually going into there. I think we tried to go into there previously, but it was closed. Madaza's house. Have we been to there? Actually, hold up. Let's follow that top path. This might lead to something. It kind of ends abruptly. Oh god, this is perilous. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not a very good platform to rely upon. And here's... Oh, right, now I was supposed to look for an urn. It was next to... the sickly lady's place. Nice little chair. For observing. For watching the world go by. So this place is actually open. Oh, here's this friend.
Ah, you again. Have you seen any of Mazada's things? A shiny spoon or a broken bottle? I can't find them.
But it does not appear there's like an actual quest for it. I think this person's just odd. Everything's kind of dusty and cobwebby in here. It's got some fungus stalks, some blister pod caps, a carrot, a hoe, faux show. There's an upstairs, and that leads... I don't know why this is locked. Although it seems like it wouldn't be a criminal act to unlock it. Yeah, no explanation for what's going on here. Hold on, are you the person? You're the person! You're Bisha!
Of the Mad God.
Your eyes ever so wide.
The Elytra have wondrous poisons that...
Yeah, I thought that was like a cheat, but yes, Bisha is the name we're looking for.
He has a nice dog. I like dogs.
Huh. You scare Ushnar. Yeah.
You like dogs too? That's nice.
Alright, let's pay him to leave then. That's probably like the best way to do it.
I wonder if there are nice dogs in Bliss. I think I'll go see.
Sounds good. 100 gold should be a nice way to get you started.
See you.
See you around, bud. Now there's other... Oh, wait. Speaking of the devil, look who it is.
You haven't seen that filthy cat beggar, have you?
He's right over there, but he's on the way out, so you're all good.
Truly? Oh, thank you. I know what you need. You need a dog. I happen to have one of my old ones still lying around.
Literally, because it's dead. I'll send it to you. I don't really know what to make of that, but I guess we'll find out soon.
Carry diseases. Lots of them. Watch for them.
Are you the pupper? No, that's Ushnar's dog. You're gonna follow him around, probably. Oh. Yep. So this is our buddy. He's wagging his tail. Good doggy. Now, I don't know... Jesus. So I don't know if this is gonna be like... a one-time thing. I mean, there's no way this thing is going to last very long. And I'd hate to have to... Oh, is he sniffing his butt? It's casual dog fare. He's sniffing his butt, yeah. I mean, it's a weird dog, alright.
Citizen.
Hello. This is my dog friend. My dog's name is Ushnar's Skinned Hound. And Ushnar's just staring at me.
Wait. Oh, You're not one of them. No, you're fine. Cats, they're everywhere. But my babies protect me.
So bizarre.
Watch for them.
But yeah, I wonder like when this dog inevitably dies, if it's a one-time thing. It probably is. I wouldn't expect that to be a thing that like that recovers on its own necessarily. Alright, so we have a new dog friend. That's kind of neat. Good doggy. A little bit weird, but we'll take it. So yes, so Sickly Bernice. Apparently there's an urn somewhere out here that we need to seek out. We found a key for it. There's a locked urn somewhere that's got some cool shit. Some kind of stash. Fungus stalk. It said it was behind Bernice's. Now maybe around here. You'd think it'd be fairly obvious. Because I was actually thinking it'd be around here, maybe. But actually, hold on. And I magged it all fribble. Those aren't real words. You're just making shit up at this point.
Tell the Dane, tell the Dane, Khan Sky is Ralphing.
I actually don't know if I've talked to you before.
The find do. I will. You tear it at it.
Yep. Yep. All very sensible. Have a good night, Farsight.
Fribble,
Appreciate you hanging out, bud.
Just fribble.
It's fun to... Oh, right. If you are a Khajiit. Yeah, I bet that'd be extra silly. That is a nice little bit of detail. Yeah, because you're right. As a non-Khajiit, he's like pretty okay towards us. I'm guessing if you are Khajiit, he's hesitant to trust you, but probably eventually like realizes you're not out to murder him or scare him necessarily. That is so unnerving. Now, out of curiosity, hold on. Can I turn you? Oddly enough, I actually cannot turn my own doggy. Oh, there we go. So he did turn him or her, but he was unbothered. All right, so let's check the map. Sickly Bernice's. So it's somewhere around here then. So this building right here is Sickly Bernice's. The tap house. Oh, actually, it could be up here. Oh, give me the cursor, please. But this is where they like to meet at nighttime and do something. I don't know what they do. Eat potatoes and drink mead. As one does. Maybe I should double check what that note said then. Because I was hoping I would have like kind of just seen it by now. Huh. Surprised the dog has been following us so well. Let's check that note again. I don't know if I can remember exactly what the name of the note was. It wasn't just called letter, it was something else. Faded note? I think it was faded note. I remember I picked it up though. Was it worn and faded? Crap, I really can't remember, honestly. I might have to check a few of these. Should probably drop some of these just to make things easier for the future. Is it Balthiel? No, that's not it. Is it Cold Note? Gonna have strangers, that's not it. Is it Murals? Oh wait, that's not it. That's definitely not it. That's for another quest. Yeah, it's definitely not this one. Isn't Jailer's Letter. What's this for? Handwritten note. Nope. Actually, I will hang on to that, though. It's faded note. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is it's faded note. So the sewage near the back of Bernice's dive. So the sewage. So maybe it's like probably down here then. That's got to be down here. Maybe you're expected to like there's no really nowhere to swim. But in the sewage. I mean, this is some sewagey stuff right here. Fungus stalk. I mean, maybe it's just flavor text. Maybe there's no actual stuff to be gained. But there was a key. That was the thing. There was a key. So clearly it has to have something, right? It wouldn't just bamboozle us like that. Surely not. But yeah, that would make perfect sense for it to be around this area. It's a shame there's not like a detect container spell or something. Man. Well, I guess we'll just have to keep our eyes peeled, because like we've done our due diligence. Checking all the like sewage looking areas, and there's a lot of sewage spots around here. Could it be around here maybe? This is like the top area. There's just an old box, like there's little like spots here and there. Damn, man. Yeah, I'm coming up blank. Some nice blood splatters and some bones. Nothing weird. Nothing out of the ordinary for a place like this. So yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it will happen upon it some other time. In the meantime, what are some other things we could resolve while we're here? Yeah, she wants a number of things. The Calming Pants, Ring of Desiccation. I think Ring of Desiccation is actually one of the items in the tour, in the place of oddities. Get rid of Brithar. Stop stealing from the shops. Let's talk with this guy first. He is in Eril's Mysteries right now. Oh, it was that guy. Right. We talked to that guy at one point, and he was very not subtle about how he wanted to steal things from us. Is it closed? 6:30 p.m.? I think I have very brief business hours. My goodness. Everything closes at 6:30. There's Puppers. Somebody's in there right now. Alright, well, I don't know if I want to risk getting in trouble for this. I'm going to just, I guess, wait for 14 hours. It's kind of annoying. Because that means he's in there when the place is already closed. I guess he's trying to thief up the place. So we got to track him down and see what his deal is. So he was in here overnight. What? Is he upstairs? Oh, what? No, he says he's outside now. What in the world? Oh, I, like, missed him, I guess.
You looking for me?
I am.
Well, hello there. It's good to see such a...
Yeah, we've already heard this spiel before.
Oh, how could anyone have a problem with me? Come now.
Not little old me.
Santerre may sell a lot of books, but
But that's not
why
why the men
visit
visit her. Right, right. It's a different kind of business. All right, so we need to try to romance this lad. We need to try to convince him to like us through bribery or through coercion. So let's do the usual minigame type of deal. Looks like he likes boasting, hates admiration, likes coercion, but not so much jokes or admiration. So don't do these. We'll do small, small,
What a dumb
rotate, and then big, big.
Such adventures.
There we
How
go.
I envy
So
you.
boasting and coercion are the big ones. So small,
What a dumb joke.
I will do big.
That's amazing.
I will do medium and then small.
Don't talk such rot.
I will do... let's go ahead and rotate. So we can do small, small, and then big, medium.
You
68,
win
pretty
this
good.
one.
Then I will bribe to get to
Handsome
81.
man. A pleasure doing business with you.
So
That's right,
handsome, yes.
Exactly. I know what people say about me. I'm not completely stupid, you know.
Only partially.
It's just that I like to collect things.
Hmm.
All sorts of things.
I'm a collector, not a
Shiny
thief.
things, valuable
Right.
things. I can't help myself. My collection is almost complete. All I need are 5 flawless pearls, and I'm done. How hard could that be?
Flawless pearls, he says.
Beautiful gems they are. They can be found all over the Shivering Isles, in treasure chests and the like.
Something to keep our eyes out for, then. We've seen some flawless pearls. I haven't bothered picking them up because they're not very valuable. But, okay, so now we know how to continue that one. What are some other quests we've got that we're sitting on right now? Several, most assuredly. So we still need to, you know, continue the main quest. We don't know who or where Pike is. Somewhere in the Shivering Isles. There's no indicator for where this person is, or might be, so let's keep our eyes peeled for that one. No intel for that one just yet, at least. And then... what else? Kill the Mannix in town, right, yes, remember about this one. Farther south, we know about that one already. 10 gold coins for various items, right. Calipers and tongs. So again, yeah, 5 gold for each. So we have 1. I think we have calipers, but not tongs yet. So we'll keep an eye out for that one. She wants new oddities as we find them. Sickly Bernice. We could actually work on that one next, because the Naughty Bramble's not terribly far from here. I think we were actually there last stream. She wants a bunch of items. It's not complete. That's why he's on this crime spree. Created for violent means to end his reign. Yeah, so the naughty bramble. Not naughty as in like, oh, so naughty. And like naughty, which is to say full of knots. Oh, I was thinking of the knot bone chamber. Never mind. So maybe we have not been to this place then. So in that case, bam. Okay, so yeah, we've actually not been there. Because we can't fast travel to it if we wanted to, unfortunately. What's up, Piazza? He wants like, oh, he wants a fuck ton of them. That is very annoying then, goodness. Yeah, so we have a lot then. A lot of those things to acquire for him to make his skyboat. Alright, so we've got our marching orders. I guess we could fast travel to Zaselm, and kind of hop over from there. Let's do that then. We're gonna get the side quest knocked out. So we've been in this ridiculous place. There's lots of things. Of course, he absorbed my shit. It's kind of this guy's main thing, absorbing shit. Excuse me, lesser skeleton. My quarry is not with you. My quarry is with your bone father. All bless the holy bone father. As I light him on fire repeatedly. Fire got his ass. As it should be. As it always should. The Isles, they continue to be incredible, bud. They continue to be incredible and weird and otherworldly. Just the way I was hoping. Just the way I wish the rest of the game would be, honestly. Like, I clearly like the rest of the game, but yeah, the Shivering Isles makes the rest of the game kind of pale in comparison. But I think the playing through the rest of the game first just made me appreciate the Shivering Isles that much more. So I think this is probably like the more or less recommended order in which to play it. So it has been very satisfying. See, this is a landmark, by the way. And also that there are critters. I want to see what the landmark is. I'm curious. Also, I suppose I should keep an eye out for treasure chests because that's where the pearls could potentially be. Pearls of the flawless variety, of course. Actually, hold on. I think these guys can have pearls on their person. Oh, there's the doggy. Oh, did the doggy die? God damn it, he's dead already. What killed him? Did he just drown? He actually might have been fighting something. Well, he had a lockpick. Yeah, we did that quest. And our reward fucking drowned in waist-deep water. In no time at all. I can't say I'm surprised. Unless he resurrects, but I will not hold out hope. What was I doing? Oh, right, I was looking at... There's apparently a landmark somewhere. Yeah, this way. Oh, it's probably this thing. And with the old sneaky. The old sneaky stabby. No, it's not sneaky at all. Just gold. Just boring ass gold. Boring ass gold. Whoa. Whomst the fuck are you? Lorenz Bogtrotter, you say? What's your story? You cannot speak with this restless soul. It's probably a story to this one, then. Alright, there's one up here, too. All these restless souls. Oh, this is the Hill of Suicide. Gotcha. Cannot speak with them. Yep, I'm seeing a pattern here. Yep. Okay, that's... Now I understand what the Hill of Suicides is. And what it entails. Yeah, I can't speak with any of them. Nor are they willing to speak with me. But they're restless... And they've perished through unfortunate means, it seems. Give him the guy on top. Lee Mark with your like impressive positioning up here. Nothing. Well, now we know that's how this area gets its name. Fall damage, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. Surprised that actually connected, because yeah, I was gonna say it probably is not gonna. It doesn't want us to like cast spells like that in the water. Another one of these things. We fought so many of them. And struggled to be sneaky for so much of it. How did that miss? Come on. I was right there. Don't give me that. Bonk. Ouch. Bam. Have a good night, Barry. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. It is getting pretty late, by the way. I should probably wrap up fairly soon. I would like to at least get to our destination before we call it for the night, but it is quite late. Quite late. I might still do some kind of stream tomorrow, but it would have to be earlier in the day, because I will actually be busy for most of the evening. So if I were to do some kind of stream, it would probably be like earlier, probably start around like noon or so. But I'd only be able to go for maybe 4, maybe 5 hours. So it'd be a shorter and earlier bonus stream than typically these things typically go. But it'd still be nice to do some kind of fun stuff tomorrow evening, or tomorrow afternoon rather. Hulking scallions, delicious. Time for bingo? Probably a little bit. Like I said, I want to at least get to our destination. We're getting pretty close, I think. Also, yes, these egg mounds. Burn it. Kill it with fire. Yeah, we are getting pretty close, though. For our destination. We'll actually explore it. The next Oblivion stream. I'm thinking for tomorrow, though, I'm thinking we would probably do more of the indie games we've been working on. The indie game collections and such. So tomorrow would probably just be more of that. Whereas the Oblivion streams, it's more for the late night crowd, us late night weirdos. Is this the place? Looks like a naughty bramble to me. Now, out of curiosity, do these guys have any ranged abilities? I don't think they do. Of course, there's 2 of them. Why wouldn't there be? Not enough charges. Bonk. Like my magic regeneration is slower than it was previously. Although, just several things are being drained. That probably has something to do with it. Ouch. God, you guys are annoying. Jesus. There we go. I was gonna see if I can, like, smack these motherfuckers back a bit. Get some distance. Bonk. Hold on. I want to follow up on this motherfucker. He's getting low on health. That's the time to strike. Oh my god, please. Get off my nuts, please. Trying to take care of business. Jesus, this man needs to take a hint. Oh, that guy, is that guy dead? He's not dead. I was gonna say, he still had his weapon in hands. And now he's truly dead. Dead to death. Not a moment too soon. These guys are such damage sponges, man. Watching his legs flop back like that. Fucking dead. Yeah, I've said before how a lot of the enemies in this expansion are refreshingly not super obnoxious damage sponges. These guys are an exception to that statement. These guys are super obnoxious damage sponges. Much like practically everything you fight, monster-wise at least, in the base game. So some things never change, it seems. Mercifully, only some things, though. Oh gosh, this is going to be full of those dudes, and won't it be? I can tell already it's going to be one of these kinds of dungeons. Well, the good news is we stocked up on hammers in preparation for such a situation. Now that's one, though, is that we haven't broken a single hammer tonight, which is strange for us. I typically break fuck tons of them. I guess that means we're learning. Alright, we're going to wrap it up here, but we're going to first check the bingo boards and see how we did tonight, friends. So yeah, because Johnson is correct. Let's give a quick little looky-loo at tonight's bingo boards. As always, anybody is welcome to play along. If you haven't already generated one yourself, you're welcome to play along and generate one now if you'd like. I myself will generate one, and we'll see how we did. We did quite a lot of things tonight. We also didn't do some things we've done in previous Oblivion streams. So tonight's going to be kind of a... it's going to have some new stuff to look through. So let's see how we did. Like I said, and like that command text says, all you got to do is copy and paste that URL into your browser, and it will lead you to a page that will generate your own unique bingo board. So yours should look quite different than mine. So I didn't level up tonight, although I probably should have. That would have been a good thing to have done. Didn't really have a lot of opportunities, but I didn't level up last stream either, so I'm kind of backlogged there. No precious gems picked up. I sold several, but those were from things we'd acquired previously. Although I need to pick up some pearls, obviously, flawless pearls. Abandoned castle or keep. No, we just done dungeon or town things, not dungeon things, town things. Found something cool we couldn't use. No, unfortunately not. Did we kill something cool with a single hit? No, not tonight. Not a lot of killing things in general. Midstream bathroom break, yes. Extra knock, yes. No repair hammers broken. No repair hammers broken at all, actually. Also, the game didn't crash. You're right, Street Halo. Good to see you, Street Halo. Yeah, the game never crashed. A rare sight when it comes to playing this game, when it comes to streaming this game, especially. No NPCs in their underwear, unfortunately. Something useful that we found? Not really. We did get a raid tonight. Soul gems. No, none of those tonight. NPC behavior that was weird. Nothing that, like, stands out to me as, like, being unusual. You'll note that it's NPC behavior, not monster behavior. There's separate entries for that. Was there any weird NPC behavior that was glitchy or, like, goofy? I can't think of anything, honestly. It's going to be a pretty low-scoring bingo night, I think. Enemy takes advantage from environment or trap. Not that I saw. Disposition, yes. Acquired alcohol or skooma, not tonight. Drinks a potion, not tonight. Only damage, none of that. I was over encumbered at one point. TED Talk. You know what? I think I stayed in character pretty well with the TED Talk we did tonight. Knocked out by physical attack, none of that. Monster behavior was glitchy. Not that I can think of. Sound spell, no. Reloads. Yeah, so I think this is all I had for this one. This bingo performance was pretty underwhelming. But we mostly, that's the thing, that we mostly just did like explorations around town. I think most of the bingo boards are more geared towards dungeons and exploration and combat, whereas we only had very little combat and exploration tonight. But that's okay. That's okay. They sometimes acquire tonight will just kind of be how it goes. So that's just fine. That being said, friends, we're gonna wrap it up here.